Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah. Roll up this, you pullin', now you know. What's up, y'all? We here, we live, we back. Me, Joe, Pavi in the building. Steph Curry is 1-3 away from breaking the all-time three-point record. I mean, I got the title up there because it's going to happen. So he's officially tied Ray Allen for the record. He's got the ball right now coming up court. Shout out to Pavi, man. He in the building. Shout out to young Joe. He in the building.
Bro, how your stream still ahead of mine?
What you mean? Because what do you mean? Why are you asking that? You don't have cable.
You're right.
You don't have cable, bro. What's wrong?
Right.
You don't have cable. That's why.
That's fair.
I've been telling you to get some cable for that.
I'm never getting cable.
Get cable.
I'm never getting cable.
Get cable.
I'm never getting it.
It's 5-4.
Oh, all right. So.
All right, yeah. But
what's the score on yours, Patty? What's the score on yours, Patty?
0.
What's up?
What's the score on your stream, Patty?
You hilarious. No, it's 6-4.
I'm just wondering.
Okay. I mean, it's 6-4 now on mine.
Just get the ball to stuff so we can get this over with, G.
We don't need to just get it over with. Just let
just
let the game play out.
It's a good matchup.
It's a great matchup. But anyways, go ahead, get your plug in, guys. Talk to the people, let them know who you are, where they can find you at, all that you dig.
As always,
good, Joe. Oh.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, all right. What's good, Joe? It's Joe. Follow me on Twitter at the Jolts with 2 S's, JOLTSS. Instagram, East Ghost. That's a 0, not an O on Ghost. Thank y'all for tuning in to Hoops and Brews. Be back.
And as always, man, follow me on Twitter at PaviWorld, PVY World, all one word. Let's get into it. Has Steph got the record yet?
All right, so on my stream, no, he doesn't have the record.
On my stream, he don't have the record then yet.
Okay, well then,
it's currently 7-6 on my stream.
Yeah, I think yours might. Fast, yeah, yours is fast. So what you mean, bro? What you want?
Because no, because you said Steph was walking up the court, and he hadn't walked up the court yet on mine.
Oh,
geez, Steph, just shoot a 3, bro. Get this over with. Like, why are you trying to play basketball?
Usual, it's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram at real TPJ. Actually, find me on Twitter at old TPJ. Find me on Instagram at real TPJ. I've archived my old Twitter account that is real TPJ. So go follow it if you want to follow my old account with 1,000 of followers, 1,000+ followers. Go to old TPJ. On Twitter. But anyways, we're here. We're waiting on Steph Curry to break this record. He's 1 away.
I'm very upset. Why are they trying to play actual basketball, bro? Just give Steph Curry the ball.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, but get this over with.
So it's gonna happen. So relax. Stop being a hater. You've been a hater your whole Steph Curry life.
How am I being a hater? I just said get it over with.
Well, no, just let him have his moment. Why he can't just have his moment?
He can't pull up.
Then
from
just let the man have his moment.
Pull up from wherever.
As always on Hoops and Brews, don't drink and drive. If you're under the age of 21 or 18 in Canada, you better not be drinking. Don't do it. It's fucking wrong. And as always, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're watching us right now, please make sure you drop a like on the video as well. Drop a comment. Shout out to my guy, Hallo Froby, for donating. We appreciate you, Brody. You are the man. Shout out to everybody in there in the chat. I see y'all out there. What's good? Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate all y'all in the chat. If you drop a chat or you leave a super chat, we will display your chat on the episode, but if you leave a super chat, we're going to leave it up like we're going to leave this one up. So anyways, the Knicks, Steph Curry, he said, I look tired. I am tired, actually. I'm not going to lie. I worked all day yesterday, covered the Clippers game. I'm a dad, so it's a lot of work. And it's been raining in LA, so it's been a lot of traffic. But anyways, how you guys been, man? What's going on? Actually, you guys are the sick ones or the current.
Why you got to tell everybody business?
I'm just saying. They tell
everybody business. No, I'm fine. Honestly, I woke up and I was coughing, and I was like, I don't want to be coughing and not alert people that I'm coughing.
Too many vibes at the nice guy.
Nah, not even. And then I saw one of the homies in the hospital. I'm like, the hell happened to you?
Yeah, bro. I was like, bro, what
the hell happened to you? And I had just seen, bro. He was like, nah, I got the flu. I was like, oh, okay, you got the flu. You all right. So yeah,
you got the regular flu.
He said he had the regular flu.
All right, good.
So yeah.
Ooh, but hey, I ain't gonna lie. This might be the first year in Steph Curry's career where I think he deserved to be second team all defense.
He's not gonna be second team all defense, but
He deserved to be second team all.
But
oh yeah, he been playing playing a lot of great defense this year.
He's not gonna be that.
Great defense.
But if he got some votes, I would not be mad at him getting some votes for it. He's not gonna get on the team. But if he got some votes, I would not be mad at him getting votes for it. He's not getting on the team though.
But I'm just saying he should. He should actually. Him, AC, Lonzo, and then pick another backcourt defender and put Steph in that category.
Jimmy, I guess.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And them should be the four to me.
Yeah, Tybal. But
actually,
ain't
them four.
But ain't Tybal a wing though?
He is technically. Y'all laughing at second team all defense. I'm very, very serious.
He's not gonna make second team all defense, but he said he got it. I guess he got the record.
Yep. Need one away. Here we go.
No, I guess he got
money.
It already.
Yep. Easy money, light work, splash. Steph Curry is now in the record books, #1 3-pointers of all time. Let's go. Very easy three. Very like you wanted the man to go out there and pull from 40.
Yeah. What did he do? How did he break the record?
You ain't seen it?
Nah, I missed it.
Well,
they probably replayed it in like 5 seconds.
It was a three. Basically, they caught a rebound, like a kind of a mid screen. He caught the ball, backpedaled, splashed a three. They just stopped the game to celebrate him. Steph Curry, all-time 3-point leader. I just want to say, I told y'all since we started this show, I told y'all.
What did you tell us?
I told y'all who this man was.
Yo.
I told y'all who he was gonna be. I told y'all what he was gonna do. I told y'all how he was gonna show up time after time after time after time after time. And y'all hated on the man. They hated on the man so much they gave Andre Iguodala Finals MVP for 15, 5, and 5. And he was averaging 26, 5, 6, and 5, G. I don't want to hear that, G.
He held LeBron below 40%.
So shout out to my man's Wardell. Keep that ball, G. That ball deserved to go in the Hall of Fame one day, man. Shout out to Steph Curry. Did it in the Mecca. Last night, he definitely had the opportunity to take a three at the end of that game to tie the record, but he didn't do it. He went and made a layup. And then,
he was also trying to win the game, though.
I understand that, but
he was also really trying to win the game.
He could have took that three. He could have took that three.
He could have. I know.
One day in the future, they're gonna be like, "Bro, did you just kind of was like, I don't need to take those threes no more after you got there in Indiana?" He's probably like, "Yeah, I ain't want to do it in Indiana. Indiana not really the place where you want to like go and break records if you Stephen Curry. No offense to Indiana.
I mean,
it's like, the Mecca, bro. They're in the Mecca of basketball right now.
Yes, they are. But Indiana isn't bad considering the
So you still ain't seen the shot?
I saw it.
Okay.
I just saw it. Also, I was looking
the fact that Pete Davidson is in this shot of Steph Curry hitting this will forever anger me, G.
Crying.
I'm tired of seeing Pete Davidson.
He at the game?
And you can call me a hater. I'm just sick of seeing this man, bro.
Man, I'm tired. I don't rock with him either. He doing
also, I was looking at the Also, there's other breaking news we can get to later on. I was looking at the 3-point
breaking news. Put in the private chat.
It's
just put it in the private chat. But
I
go ahead, I'm listening.
I was looking at the 3-point record. Who else do we think in the league right now is gonna break the record?
Nobody.
I think Harden. Listen, Harden is gonna pass Ray Allen. He's gonna pass Ray Allen. He's not gonna catch Steph. Nobody's gonna catch Steph.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He'll pass. I think he's 300 threes away.
He's not gonna pass him.
He's 300 threes away, bro.
I don't think he's gonna pass him.
He's not gonna get 300 threes for the rest of his career.
I don't know how much longer he gonna play.
He ain't gonna get 300 threes for the rest of his career.
No disrespect, huh?
He ain't gonna get 300 threes for the rest of his career.
He might.
Let's look at the 3-point.
But he could be number 2. Okay, fine. You're not number 1. That's been my whole issue with him. He in there crying. This man Steph getting emotional. Somebody please, what's a man to do?
You crying, bro. It's a beautiful
Reggie Miller with his iPhone.
G, like you Reggie Miller, bro.
Man, Harden got Harden is 300, 200 away. Ray Allen is 290, is 2,973. Harden is 2,509. Then the next coming up is Dame Lillard is 2,100. LeBron is actually at 11th all time.
I don't think any of them gonna catch him.
No, I think
how many James got? He got 400.
No, 2,500.
And how many Ray Allen got?
2,973.
Yeah, so he got 400 threes to make. That's a lot of threes.
He'll
That's
catch
one
him,
season.
bro.
I mean, that's 2 seasons. It's 2 seasons.
How much longer is he gonna play basketball though? Like he looked like he's declining very fast.
I disagree with that to a billion.
He can play at least 3 years.
I mean,
he can play at least 3 years, bro. He can give you at least 3 years, bro. At least,
but his condition hasn't been good though, bro.
Because he couldn't rehab this summer. He told us that.
Yeah, but like he was kind of all over the place.
February, January, December, James Harden is going to be a beast. He's going to be right back to looking like how we know James Harden is. He just got to get his legs.
No, he's not. Actually, the funniest part, I was watching the tribute video they did at Houston. I'm like, man, he was so much slimmer.
He was much slimmer. And
he was so much slimmer, so much more explosive. His first step was like
way quicker,
way
quicker. No,
I don't necessarily like Harden is a guy that I can see playing until he's 40, just because he can hoop and he'll be able to get assists and probably.
He's not gonna catch the record if he played to be 40.
If he does, but will he though? He didn't made. No, I'm dead ass. He one of the highest paid players in NBA history. He already got his merch deals. He might just be like, yo, I'm tired of playing basketball. I don't want to do this shit no more.
James Harden made this year
and just go chill. Like I'm dead ass. Like. He might
James Harden
just be like,
has
yo, I'm done with this after a couple years.
No, I don't.
James Harden has made.
He loved to hoop. Harden don't miss basketball games.
James Harden has made 64 threes this year. Last year in total, he made 121, and that was in 44 games. The year before, it was 299. He'll pass it within the next 2-3 years.
And also, besides,
go ahead. I'm listening.
One thing that's in there. Besides, obviously, last year, Harden arguably one of the most durable players we've ever seen in history. Harden is very durable. In the regular season, doesn't he? Usually plays between 75 to 80 games every year.
He was a lie.
Houston, he wasn't missing games.
He was a lie. He ain't that.
He wasn't missing.
Nah, he really wasn't missing that many. I think the only time I can remember Harden really getting hurt was his
played
MVP season.
He's played 81 games 4 times in his career. His
that's a lot of times, bro.
And 3 times. How do you mean that's a lot of times? 4 times?
A lot of times.
Not really.
For 81 in this era?
Not really.
In this era of basketball, not that many people go out there and play 82 games, bro. In this era, 90s,
Harden made 378 threes 3 years ago. That was the most he ever made in a year.
That's a lot of threes,
He made 300 threes. Technically, the 2019 2020 season. But then he made 121 last year. Like I don't know. I don't see that. Like he probably might make around 130 this year, but like that means he still got to make like 100 plus for the next 3-4 years to get there. Now, will he continue to play that long? That's my only question with Harden is how long is he gonna play basketball?
That's fair.
Because his physical conditioning has not been the best. He's been slowly breaking down. He looks a lot less effective than he was before. And let's just be honest, he really enjoys the life of being James Harden. I think the life of being James Harden at this point is like probably more fun than hooping. You just kind of keep hooping because you're a hooper.
I disagree with that. I'm sure the man loves basketball.
There's no disrespect to Harden. Like I still think he the 4th greatest shooting guard of all time, behind Kobe, Mike, and D Wade, and that's in no order. But he's still the 4th greatest shooting guard of all time. So I'm not mad at him. Like he's had a great career. If he does pass Ray Allen, cool. But you're not gonna be number 1.
Nobody's catching Steph. Do we think there's anybody in the league that possibly could catch Steph?
No, my son gonna catch Steph.
Who?
My future son.
Who?
Little TPJ.
I thought you meant. I thought you finna pull out a different jersey. I thought you finna pull out like a Luka jersey or something.
Hell no. I ain't no. I'm joking, by the way. I mean, like if I have a son, I'm telling bro, my goal for you is for you to be better than Steph Curry.
That's a crazy thing to say for you.
It's not though. That's
a crazy thing to say.
I get crazy. Somebody's kid is gonna do it because right now they watching. They go like, man, my son gonna destroy Steph Curry. Like LeVar Ball be talking about his kid.
I mean, yes, obviously every generation builds up on the next generation. So yeah, somebody will come along and do it and build up on what he did. That's a crazy thing to say.
I've been telling y'all, the real GOAT, by the way.
Okay, but
the real GOAT, second best player in the league right now, behind my son Giannis Antetokounmpo. The real GOAT. Okay. He about to win his 3rd MVP. If they get to the finals or he get a ring, he passed KD already for me. And I'm telling you, he get another ring, G. He's right behind Braun all time. I don't want to hear it from nobody. He changed the game. Right behind Braun if he get another ring. Four of them things.
Okay.
Four.
But
It would be four, right?
Yeah, it'll be four.
Four. That's what I'm gonna be
It'll
screaming. I'm gonna be screaming four.
It'll be four. But
Let's go.
Again, shout out Steph. Moving along. What's the next topic that we have?
You tell me, sir.
Today? I mean,
Let's
I guess you want to talk about a story.
Are the Bucks the best team in the East? You can break the news.
I guess Giannis is in the COVID protocol currently. Giannis got put in the COVID protocol. Are the Bucks the best team in the East?
You know that.
Yes. Yeah, my personal opinion. But again, this is. I mean, Dante DiVincenzo's coming back. First of all, I want to say, assuming everybody is on the court and healthy and can play, yes, I think the Bucks are the best team in the league still. Like, I don't think I think they finally just lost when they have like their actual starting lineup in the game. They've just lost. I think recently it just happened, if I'm like not mistaken.
Yeah.
So like again,
versus
Houston.
It was Houston.
No, was it? Was it?
I think it was the Raptors.
It was the Celtics. My bad. The Celtics.
Celtics.
Tatum had like 42. Tatum had 42.
Yeah, the Celtics. Like they finally just lost with their actual roster. Again, you have Giannis, who I think has come into his own. I'm like I even said last year. I think them going through what they went through and winning the way that they won. I think it does a lot because again, those guys now know how to win. They've done everything. They failed in the conference finals. They've been in the second round. They lost in the first round, and that team has probably honestly been the. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I feel like Giannis and Middleton have probably been together as long as anybody outside of like anybody on the Warriors, if I'm not mistaken, at this point. Like they've been there at least since like I want to say 2016, 2017, if I'm not wrong.
They have.
Yeah, so like
Giannis, Chris got drafted when Giannis was there. That's also part of the reason why they always, why they are so close.
No, but I think Chris got drafted by the Pistons. Did he get traded on draft night?
Yeah, he did.
Is it draft night? Yeah. So like they've built that thing together.
Piston thing to do.
Yeah, they've
man, Steph sit on the sidelines looking like he want to cry again, bro. He's so happy, bro. Bro, he gonna get so drunk tonight because what they come off of back to back, they probably got like 3 days off. Bro, he about to be in some penthouse
in a hotel
doing some. No, he's
gonna be in a hotel.
No, he ain't. He ain't be in no hotel.
They ain't going out. They ain't going out right now.
If you think you was a lie. If you think that man ain't gonna go out there and risk that Omarion, aka Omnicron, he's gonna risk it, G. I just set the 3-point record. We setting the club on fire tonight. We setting the club on fire tonight. Put a basketball rim in there. I'm shooting it with the fans in the club. Come shoot and take a shot with Steph Curry right now for free. We having fun tonight.
Nah, they'll probably get like a very nice glass of wine, kick back, Draymond, some of the guys,
all right.
chill.
All right.
But back,
you gonna kick back with that liquor.
But back on subject, yes, I do think. But again, I think the Bucks are the best team in the league, and I still think that they are title favorites. Again, as long as everybody is healthy. I think Bobby Porter's even having the game that he had in Game 6. I think they did a whole lot. I just think just them winning the way they won did a whole lot for everything. And I hate to say use the corny term, heart of a champion, but you can't discount the heart of a champion. You can't discount you can't discount somebody who knows what it takes to win basketball games. I mean, they won Game 7 on the road. Like people talk about, KD and them, if KD was a whole foot away, bro, overtime happened. They could have won in overtime. The Bucks will went in there on the road with fans in the stadium when they ain't been there in half the year and won that game on the road. Then Giannis goes down. Next round, they close that out without their 2-time MVP. Was that on the road? Or I think that was on the road too. I think the game 6 was on the road.
In Atlanta? It was in Atlanta.
On the road. Yeah, both had a better regular season.
On the road.
I thought I thought it was a wrap for Giannis, to be honest, though. When he went down,
too.
I was like, man, it's over, bro. I almost shed a tear.
I did too.
Shed tears, bro.
On the road, they went in there and won that. The game in Phoenix was that Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
When Giannis did on the road, like a lot of those moments came on the road, so that they know how to go in other people's houses and win basketball games. So in my personal opinion, yes, the Bucks are the best team in the East, and I still think that they are the best team in the league, in my personal opinion.
Kind of. I mean, it depends. The Nets a handicap. I kind of agree with that. I mean, I think when the Warriors get Klay Thompson back, I think that'll definitely make them the best team in the league. But until due to those two things, I definitely think those two teams are definitely huge threats to them. For sure. The Warriors already killing teams, one of the best offenses in the league without Klay Thompson. Oh my goodness. So I mean, but yeah, besides that, the Bucks obviously.
I'm gonna be mad. Klay come back and average 12 a game, like, bro.
He might for the first month.
Huh?
For the first month, he might average 12.
He might. Period. We don't know. He played a G League warm up. I believe he would be better, but I would hope he would come back and be better. But we don't know.
I mean, but
I think the Bucks are the best team without a doubt. Like I think they have the deepest roster. Bobby Portis is crazy enough to punch anybody out that want to do anything crazy. And I was talking about this earlier with with Glasses, and he was saying that he feel like Giannis took a step back, but Giannis still the best player in the league. I'm like, yeah, he kind of did, but like at the same time, Middleton went out there, so it was more of a personal burden on him to like create for other people. So he wasn't really like scoring because he needed other people to get involved. But now that Middleton is back, you have points now. I'm gonna go out there and get buckets and play defense.
I mean, it's not
and I think no one can stop them. Also, the only thing I don't like is I don't like how he look against Miami. G. Giannis, bro, you gotta nah.
Miami
stop,
is a team that I think can beat them.
Stop talking.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened? Pat Riley come and stare you in the face before the game or something, bro? Like every time he play Miami, G. And I ain't going wrong. Spoelstra is great, and I've always said Eric Spoelstra is great. It's a testament to his defensive schemes. But Giannis, come on, G.
They got a good team, G.
You can't let PJ Tucker guard you.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
You can.
No, you cannot.
You can. That's what they got PJ Tucker for.
Be out there whooping his ass like you used to do in practice.
Do we know if he whooped his ass in practice?
All right, G.
Do we know?
I'm about to get up and walk out. I'm about to get and walk up out of here.
I'm serious. Do we know?
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Do we know? Also,
G. So you telling me? Actually, it's gonna be today's episode. PJ Tucker was giving y'all his hands in practice.
He might have. We don't know. He might have made that man better.
Hey Joe, write that down. By the way, write that down.
He made that man get the turnaround fadeaways. We don't know.
You just put.
He might be going out there putting hands on that man in practice. We don't know. He drove that man to get better.
It's fine. I got it, Joe.
We don't know.
No, G. Nah, bro.
He might have drove that man to get better, brother. We don't know this.
He didn't try that man to get better, bro.
He might have drove him to get better.
You got to
stop. We don't know this. We don't know this.
Look, if you want to talk about emotional support, yes. But if you want to talk about showing him how to get better by giving his ass hands in practice, you're doing good, dope.
Probably was. G.
You on that bug? You on that bahooga?
Kevin Durant said PJ
Tucker. You are on that bahooga sugar.
I thoroughly believe PJ Tucker gave Giannis a run for his money every single practice and made that man.
Are you serious right now?
I'm dead serious. Yes.
All right, bro.
It's PJ Tucker, bro.
Money is fair. Run for his money is fair.
So every day in practice, PJ Tucker just going out holding Giannis to 20 points of practice.
I mean, he might have got 40, but he might have worked for the shit.
It's a difference.
I bet he ain't shoot 65%.
It's a difference.
He was in practice shooting 53 as hell.
You are funny as hell, bro.
What you mean?
What?
In practice shooting 53 as hell.
Somebody said if Kyrie comes back, the Nets are better on are the best because they're in top 10 in both offense and defense. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I like Chief. That.
Kyrie is not coming back. I don't think he is. And we're going to talk about this, but will Kyrie play basketball again this season? I don't think he is. They talking about who leaked this plant-based,
I don't know what a plant-based.
It's not even that. 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 It's not even that, G. It's not even that, G. It's not even that. It's not even that. This is the funniest part, G. Like, don't they make most stuff from plants? Ain't most stuff on this earth like derived from some kind of plant?
That's a great question. I don't know if they made vaccines from plants though.
All right, G. Where they making them from, G? And also, what kind of vaccine are you taking from plants, G? They don't get sick. They don't get the flu.
They do get sick.
Plants get the flu.
I don't know, but they do have.
Come on, G. No. We can't vegan everything, bro.
But plants,
we can't vegan everything, bro. We cannot vegan everything. G.
Plants do get sick though.
G. I know plants can die, bro, but we cannot vegan everything. G.
No, like low key.
Plants not getting the Rona, G. Come on, G.
Look,
how you getting this? What you getting, G? They just giving you some vitamins, G.
But listen, bro, if you got bad soil, is that not a plant getting sick?
Come on, G.
I'm asking you a question.
It's not the same thing, bro.
I'm asking you a question.
It's
If
not
you got
the
bad
same
soil,
thing.
if you plant a plant in bad soil and the plant cannot thrive, is that how the plant getting sick?
No, it's not a getting sick. Come on, G. What kind of you are an orchid murderer because you don't water your plants and you got the nerve to be sitting up here talking to me about fucking vegan vaccines. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is a vegan vaccine, bro? I'm sorry, but what the fuck is a vegan vaccine, bro?
I don't know.
Gluten-free vaccines? Like, what are we talking about?
I don't know. With Kyrie play,
so look, it's no disrespect to Kyrie because I rock with him in his personal choice. I've said this a million times. I am vaccinated. If he want to get vaccinated, that's on his own personal merit. But G, come on. Whoever leaked this story and made this shit up, and if he told somebody this, it's preposterous.
Was it like an actual post, like an actual like?
It's like multiple articles reported that
like
shit.
New York Post, something like that. Like New York
It's a
Post.
multiple. Like put it in Google in your browser right now. Kyrie Irving vegan vaccine. Like, come on, G. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, bro, what? Vaccine. I'm like, bro, what? So I'm just all I'm saying is
Yahoo Sports has renewed optimism. CBS Sports has renewed optimism.
Yeah, it was an NY Post.
Come on.
Yeah, the NY Post said Kyrie Irving could take upcoming plant-based COVID vaccine.
What the fuck is that?
On December 6th.
G, what is a plant-based vaccine, G? I thought they based the shit off of our DNA and our blood and all of this, G. What is this? I'm confused now.
Nah, apparently they really, I guess they really, perhaps a plant-based dosage about which the Bally Sports report speculated feels best for him. The current vaccines were tested on animals, with some animal rights groups take issue. There are plant-based vaccines in the work, including one from a Canadian biotech company that is going through clinical trials. According to the company, the study, which is being conducted in Japan, is aiming to gain approval by March 2022. It is unclear whether the United States will approve or if Irving will be on board.
This man Kyrie gonna come back in 2 weeks before the playoffs. Come on, man.
They got the vegan vaccine coming up.
Come on, bro.
They got the vegan vaccine coming up, bro.
You can't Monty's Good Burger a vaccine, G.
I guess they can, bro. They doing it right now in Japan. G. I guess they can. A Canadian company figured it out. G. Hey, bro. I guess you can.
Hey,
if
bro.
you can Johnson & Johnson the vaccine, you can vegan the shit. Johnson & Johnson, you know how preposterous that is? When did Johnson & Johnson start making vaccines? They make baby powder.
But they've been making a bunch of stuff, though.
They probably have.
Baby powder.
Because I think they own by like a larger conglomerate.
They probably are.
They just make a bunch of shit. They call them forever chemicals. I believe so.
They probably are. But as far as Kyrie Irving, I hope we get to see Kyrie Irving play basketball. Obviously, I think the game is missing something without Kyrie. I think Kyrie's one of the best, and even the Nets are missing something without Kyrie. Like I watch Nets games, and I'm like, I like it, but like there just needs to be more. There needs to be just that little extra oomph there that just like isn't there. I think KD gets a lot of like tough shots. Personally, I think most of the shots that he usually takes, in my personal opinion, a lot of nights are actually tough, just because of the fact that you don't have another complete wild card out there that you have to completely think about at all points in time. Like even I watch games and the ball gets swing, and it's Bruce Brown in the corner. I like Bruce Brown. I think Bruce Brown's a good player, but it's just between Bruce Brown and Kyrie Irving in the corner. Huge difference. So like I hope Kyrie Irving plays basketball this season, but I would not anticipate seeing Kyrie Irving play basketball this season. And that's completely on him. Again, like I'm tired of people making comments about Kyrie. Look, man, that is that man prerogative. If the rules say you can't do this and he don't want to abide by the rules, that's his prerogative. There are penalties that come with that. And if the Nets are okay with that, then what do we have to say? But the vegan vaccine talk is I did not know that was a thing.
They finna Monty's Good Burger this shit. But
I didn't know the vegan
let's talk about the Nets. We talked about the Bucks. I said, are the Bucks the best team in the East? Well, are the Nets the favorites to win in the East? And is Kevin Durant the current NBA MVP right now? He just dropped 51 in Detroit. He's been playing lights out this year, offensively. And actually, he's been playing well defensively. Also, he's been out there making plays.
Young,
So
the best players.
I give him credit for that. So, what are your thoughts on the Nets and and Kevin Durant this season?
Joe.
I think they've exceeded expectations a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're top 3 team in the East right now. We see Katie go out
Number
there and
one
fight for
team in the East, but
oh
come
yeah,
on.
number 1 team in the East. Yep. We see Katie go out there every night, fight for his life. He playing 40 minutes, 35 minutes, 39 minutes, 44 minutes every night, night in and night out. You see Harden being his second 2-punch. But I think the Nets is out there hooping. Katie definitely has a strong catch MVP. I also think he's shooting like 60% from the mid range this year. His statistics across the board are insane for somebody who's coming off an Achilles injury. But yeah, they're good. They're getting good minutes from Aldridge. Aldridge's been rejuvenated this year. They're getting Bembry is solid. Cam Thomas, the rookie, he looks good. He comes in off the bench. He does look good. Nick Claxton is out there making plays. They got some guys. Blake Griffin I know he was in the slump and he fell out the rotation, but hopefully he a vet, so hopefully he can overcome that.
I don't know. I was watching some shots he was taking in practice. I was like, damn, yeah, I get it.
Yo, have you seen what Blake Griffin is shooting this season? Because like at first I was like, yo, why is he out the rotation? I looked at what he's shooting. I understand why he's out the rotation. It's bad. But as far as the Nets being favorites to win the East, no, I don't think they're favorites to win the East. I think obviously it could happen. You can never discount Kevin Durant. Obviously, like you said, James Harden is still working his way back. He didn't get a chance to rehab this offseason. And you see moments in which Harden looks like the Harden that we all know and love. It's just not on a consistent every night basis like we're used to seeing. I do like guys like Cam Johnson. Joe Harris is a guy who has been out the rotation, which hurts. Like guys, the ball is getting swung and it's non-shooters in the corner. Like it's James Johnson or something like that. Like that helps you defensively, but offensively, I think it's definitely a difference. If you have a 3-point shooter that shoots 45% in the corner, on the court with Harden and KD. But are they the favorites? No. I think if the Bulls can get healthy, the Bulls. I think the Heat. I think a lot of teams can pose. I think even the Cavaliers could pose a problem for the Nets. I don't think they would beat them in a series, but I think a lot of teams could pose a problem for the Nets. A lot of teams. So no, I would not think that they are the favorites. But if they can finish out the season, especially with the turmoil that they've been having, let's say they go out there and win 55 games, something like that, and KD is leading the league in scoring and having a season that he's having. I'm not mad at you giving him the MVP award, but I'm not going to sit up here and say that they're the best team in the East. I don't believe that. No.
Okay. I'm not upset at it. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers right now, the NBA leaders. Kevin Durant is leading the NBA right now in terms of field goals as of today with 266. He's leading the league in points. Yes, 266 makes. He's leading the league in points at 730 plus. He's also leading the league in points per game right now. So he's been playing very, very well. And he's been doing his thing. But when I look at a guy like Giannis, as I talked about when we talked about the Bucks, for me, it's about how aggressive is he going to be. And if he's going to be as aggressive as he was last year, I don't think that the Nets are the favorites to win. And I'm not going to take Kevin Durant as the favorite to win the MVP. I'm going to take Steph Curry and then Giannis as my favorites to win the MVP. Just because I think even Giannis last year was technically a down year. But it wasn't a down year. He won a ring. He didn't win MVP, but he very well could have won MVP based upon his numbers. This year, he could very well win MVP, even though I'm looking at this NBA leaders board right now. Nikola Jokic's name is all over this thing.
Because, again, Jokic, if the Nuggets were good, Jokic would be having a back-to-back MVP season. It's actually wild.
Yeah. So who is the MVP so far?
I would go with Steph Curry. Just because, but I said this 3 weeks ago. I don't think there's anybody else I don't think he's having some season that's just like way head above heels what anybody else is doing. I just don't think no team is good enough. There is no player on a good enough team that's outside of Kevin Durant. And I don't even know if they'll be as good as the Warriors when the season is over. That's coming close to doing what he's doing. Like if the Nuggets had like the Jazz record, I think Jokic would be a favorite for back-to-back winner of that award. If the Nets were a little bit better, I think KD may be the favorite for that award. If the Suns had anybody who was doing anything that was completely out of the ordinary, I think maybe they might be a favorite. But nobody, in my personal opinion, is doing what Steph is doing and also winning enough games to be considered currently for the MVP award. And I like Giannis. My thing with Giannis is he's won it so much in recent memory that I think he would have to do something that he would have to build upon what he's already done And I don't know if this season is doing that.
the
As
number
far as
one record is not going.
statistically, though,
the number one record.
that's not going to impress. No, it's not going to impress.
Why
They
wouldn't
did
it
that
impress
already.
you?
They did that. They won.
Yeah, but his numbers are still insane.
I feel
he's
you,
still arguably. You could argue he's still the defensive player of the year. I mean, you gonna argue Rudy Gobert because Rudy
no,
is
you're
just
not
Rudy,
gonna
but
argue that because their defensive rating isn't as high as it was.
I don't care about their
when he won that.
defensive
That's why,
rating.
but that's why you're not
being
gonna
as high
argue that.
when
But
it was.
I'm telling you, that's why you're not gonna
I
argue
still
that.
see him on the floor, and he's still a demon on defense.
But that's why you're
I'm
not gonna
watching the
argue that,
games. But
I
I'm
feel you,
watching the games.
I feel you, but
I'm watching the games.
I understand that, but most times, if you
and Middleton also went on the floor. He's a good defender. DiVincenzo, good defender. What are you talking about?
I feel you.
Their whole roster been fucked up the whole year. What are you talking about?
I understand
the main guys, like even Draymond. I watched a clip of Draymond earlier talking, I think D. Scott, when he was talking about why he think he the best defender in the league. And he said, when people look at offense, if a guy can just score and get points, they say it's bad. But if a guy is just a good on-ball defender, like that don't mean that you the best defender in the league. He like, you got to be able to do everything. So I don't want to hear that shit.
I would go with Draymond.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Over Giannis so far
this year.
Yes, Draymond. I would go with Draymond. The Warriors I think the Warriors had the best defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. The Warriors had the best defense in the league, and I think Draymond is the unquestioned anchor of that defense. I think they had the best defense in the. I think their defensive rating is still number one. I think I could be wrong, but I think it is. My thing with Giannis is like
Draymond Green has a defensive rating this year of 106.5.
That's crazy in today's NBA.
Let's see. That's according to statmuse.com. Go ahead. I'm still listening.
I was going to ask you a question because my mouse died, so I can't look it up. But I want you to, if somebody could look up what Giannis is averaging this year and look up what he averaged the year. When he won his first MVP? He won it 18-19, and the second one was
Giannis this year. Yes. So the first year he was averaging. I'm sorry. First year he won MVP. He was averaging 27.7 points per game, 12.5 rebounds a game, and 5.9 assists on 57.8% shooting from the field goal range and 25% from the three. This year
he averaged 30, right?
Next year he averaged 29.5 points per game, 13.6 rebounds on 55.3% shooting from the field goal range and 30.4% from three. Last year he averaged 28.1 points per game, 11 rebounds a game, 5.9 assists while shooting 56.9% from the field goal range and 30.3% from the three-point line. And this year he's averaging 27 points a game, 11.6 rebound. Why? He's averaging 20. What are you talking about? He's averaging more rebounds than he averaged last year.
But he's averaging
more. But he's averaging more assists this year than he did one of the years when he won MVP.
But we have seen, you aren't. The season you're having isn't so immaculate that I'm gonna give it to you when you've won it in the recent future, because again, you just have expanded upon what you've done. Like I
don't think Steph Curry has expanded upon what he's done,
but he hasn't won it in recent history. That's the thing. He hasn't won it in recent history. He hasn't won it since 2016. I thoroughly agree with you, but he hasn't won it since 2016. That's the thing with Steph. If Steph has this season, for instance, right? Obviously, I know he got hurt and KD came the year after, so things like that happened. But the season he had right after was a crazy season too. I think
last year his numbers are way better, but I feel you.
I know, but they weren't winning. If
their team is way better. They got rid of everybody on their team that had a negative plus minus.
I feel you. I'm with you. I hear you.
Their team is like exponentially better.
I'm with you, but this is again all why I said I don't think he's doing something that's head over heels.
I don't think Steph is either.
Yes,
and Giannis playing both sides of the ball. Although I did say Steph Curry second team, Giannis gonna be first team. But Giannis gonna be first team.
But I don't think. But again, Giannis
and he's still averaging the same amount of points. Steph Curry averaging 27. Giannis averaging 27. But he giving me 11.6 rebounds, 5.9 assists, and the best or second best defense in the whole league.
But Giannis has won it too much in the near future. Well, not near future. Too much in the near past.
He's young, bro. When LeBron was dominant,
they wasn't giving it.
People argue LeBron deserved it every year. He got 4. What he got 4, right?
It wasn't straight.
It doesn't matter.
They gave it to D Rose one year.
That don't
just
matter,
because
bro.
Bron didn't. And I'm just saying, like Bron, all of these years again. Bron averaging.
LeBron went back to back. I'm sorry. He won
08-09.
I'm sorry. 08-09. Then he won in 2012. Actually, he went back to back twice. I'm sorry. 08-09, 2009, 2010 season. Then he won it the 2012 season and the 2013 season.
And again, the reason why is because in those 2 years in Miami, his efficiency was off the charts. So he did something that he didn't do beforehand. Like Bron averaging 30 and winning 60 games is not going to get you that, because we're not impressed by that no more because you've done it before. Now you winning 60 games and you shooting, what was it, Joe? It was 60% from the field, 40% from three.
Something like LeBron in Miami days?
Yeah. It's like 60% from the field, 40% from three, and giving me 28 and being second in DPOY. That'll get you MVP. But Giannis isn't doing anything this year.
You said LeBron was shooting what?
Like 60% from the field.
Don't get up here and lie to these people.
LeBron
ain't never shot 60% from the field in his career.
What was
you
it?
On dope.
But again, what was it?
He shot 51, 53, 56.5, and 56.7.
I mean. That's crazy though. That's crazy though.
Come on, G.
Okay, but that's
fuck out of here. Huh?
That's crazy. 57 is crazy as hell.
That's crazy.
All over. And when you shoot from
and they shot 40% from three, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or was it like 38? 39.
He shot 33 the first year, 36.2 the second year, 40.6 the third year.
That's what I'm talking about.
And 37.9 the fourth year.
That's what I'm talking about. 56.
Never averaged over 28.
But listen what I'm saying. 56.
Don't want to hear that.
Listen,
never averaged more than 9 rebounds. Never averaged more than 8 assists.
No. What I'm saying. 56 and 40 is crazy level of efficiencies. You weren't even doing that when you were winning those MVP awards in Cleveland. You weren't doing that. So that's why you get it. Giannis so far this year is not doing anything that is so much different than what he was doing those other years. I think he's having a great season. I think he's the best player in the league still. I'm just saying he's not gonna get to the award because that's how this works.
I don't want to hear that based on no narrative shit. If you're the best player in the league,
you don't get the award every year.
One of the best ones on offense, and you one of the best ones on defense.
You don't get the award every year. Don't work like that, brother.
You should get the award.
You don't get the award every year. Don't
I
work
don't
like that,
hear
brother.
that, but like
it don't work like that, brother.
Then you talking narratives to me with somebody whose numbers aren't anywhere near close, and he hasn't lifted his team anywhere.
Whoa. But again, hold on, wait.
Giannis averaging 6 more fucking rebounds than Steph Curry and more assists. What are we talking about?
The best team in the league. Okay.
Giannis, but my point is, if Giannis
takes Steph off this team,
stop. My point is, if Giannis finished the season with the best team in the league, what are you talking about?
Best team in the league, sure, you got me.
That's what I just fucking said.
Best team in the league, sure. Best team in the league, you get no argument from me.
Come on, man.
No, look.
Stop playing with this man. We gotta act like remember he's in his moment.
Best team in the league.
He just turned 27.
Best team in the league, you get no argument. But you said so far, and I don't think the Warriors are gonna fall off so much of a pace that the Buckets gonna catch them.
Steph Curry ain't been that much more of an MVP to me this season than Giannis. The only person I can say who has been like crazy head and above shoulders than anybody else is Jokic. And it's unfortunate that his team is what it is, but I still can give him value. If Jokic won it back-to-back, I wouldn't be mad.
He's not going to back-to-back.
He could. His numbers are insane. His numbers are insane.
But he's not going to win.
They sneak up to that 3rd seed, 4th seed.
Yes, if they do that, yes. Are they going to do that, though?
I mean, this is the West.
Honestly.
So, this is the West, though. But this is the West. We don't know.
When is Jamal supposed to come back? Is Murray coming back in February, January?
I don't know.
Jamal Murray?
I have no idea when. I don't know idea when Jamal Murray's coming back. I have no idea.
Jamal Murray, he could make. Oh well, there's a interview say he can make a surprisingly early return. They said Chris Vernon of The Ringer said that somebody told him that it would be February for Jamal, according to LBS Sports. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, but still, February is good for them. They need him. Like if Michael Porter Jr. is like down for the count, they need him.
They need him bad.
And honestly, this is my question though. Could you? We're gonna move, and I'm gonna change the topic to random talk. Could you potentially?
I know you're going with this.
What?
Jamal Murray for Dame Lillard?
No. I was gonna say, could you? No. That's an uneven trade. I was gonna say, could you potentially trade Michael Porter Jr. this season in a salary dump?
Who taking that contract?
To a weak team?
It's not a bad contract. It's not a bad contract though.
If he don't play, it is.
Not really though.
What?
Because we've talked
the
about
contract ain't even started yet.
But you said the contract is built around incentives.
Yes, but it's still 150.
Still a lot.
It's not really that bad. You still gonna get some use out of him. He's gonna play again.
I know he's gonna play again, but
if you're a bad team, you want to take some salary cap dump. It's 4 years, 150, right?
Yeah, and it hasn't started yet.
I mean, maybe they can get him
That's
for Jerron. They can get
26 a
Jerron
year.
Grant back in Denver for him or something
You
like
can get
that.
who?
Jerron Grant back in Denver.
Nah,
Nigga.
that's 37 a year. Yeah, I mean, hey, what about that? Going to the Pistons
Jerami.
for Jeremy Grant,
Yeah,
trade him
that's
back
how the league bring back
for
back to
Michael
Denver.
Porter Jr. and then you try to pair Cade up with Michael Porter next season.
No,
Something like
He
that.
making
Immortalize
26 a
it up.
year.
That was cool.
I would rather keep
That
the Cat
actually
Rose-
wouldn't be that bad. You can
No.
have Cade, Killian Hayes, and Michael Porter. Them the light skinned all stars, bro. They
No,
go
you pair
crazy.
Jokic
I
up with
feel you.
They're gonna be in there with the
Jerami
Bucks
Grant.
on with Isaiah Stewart beating up people in the center.
I feel you.
Denver get the perfect guy to pair with Jokic. He's a more developed hooper and Jerami Grant. That'd be nice. Defensive.
Would you be surprised if we saw Russell
athletic
Westbrook
monster.
for Ben Simmons?
Yes.
No. Very surprised. But like, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make
All
any
right,
sense.
go ahead. Y'all start off. Talk some trade rumors. I'll be back.
I would be surprised on the talk. Now, what thing I was working on yesterday? I was trying to work on an Eric Gordon trade. I was trying to work on an Eric Gordon to the Suns trade.
Eric going to the Suns.
Yes.
But as a backup, what, to take away Shemet's minutes?
Just a backup, just more reinforcements off the bench. Just more offensive reinforcement. I was looking at trading. Who was I trading? I was trading Jalen Smith. It was Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith, Dario Saric, and like Alfred Payton, and like a super protected first for Eric Gordon.
Honestly, that sounds like a good deal for both teams.
I couldn't,
worse,
but I couldn't make the trade yet because I think the deadline, is the 17th, where you can trade people that you like just signed. And I think Alfred Payton was like a recent signing, and I had to put him in the trade, I think, to be able to make the salaries work. But that was one thing I was looking at. I mean, as far as with Russell, I saw the Lakers rumors, and I think that it's so cheap that everybody wants to blame everything on Russell Westbrook. I think it's a tired narrative. I don't think Russ is even half of the Lakers' issues right now. I think Russ
shifted, though.
Huh?
You see, they kind of shifted toward the anger. They've been on AD head more lately. They kind of shifted. Anything grabbed the attention. Now you kind of both out there on the Laker fan hot seat. You know how it is, even though it's all clickbait to me. But
same time, if you're really having discussions around trading Russell Westbrook, I think that's just very unfair to him. You brought him here. Like, this man has played 13 years of basketball. You know what you're trading for when you get Russell Westbrook. If you didn't want Russell Westbrook on your team, then either somebody is incompetent in the front office and don't understand how basketball works, or like you traded for him, so you need to do everything in your power to make this lineup work.
Yeah, I agree. I could see going though is Horton Tucker might be out the door soon.
Taylor Horton Tucker, I could see going. Taylor Horton Tucker, I could see going. If they can get something that fits more in with their timeline, like I think with this Lakers team, obviously you assume maybe at the worst you have a 2-year timeline with this team. Well, at best you have a 2-year timeline with this team. Number one, Anthony Davis with the way he's looking, I don't know how much longer he could even be elite like that.
Come on, man.
I don't know. Again, injury after injury, I still don't think he's looked the exact same physically since the bubble. Physically. Not saying he's not still a good player, he's still a really good player, but physically, athletically, I don't think he's looked the same since the bubble, in my personal opinion. Obviously, Brian is 37 years old. Is he 37 or is he going on 38? He's 30 or 38. It's one of the two.
I think it's going on 37. Is he 36?
Yeah, I think it's 36. He turned 37.
Yeah,
I think on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve. Russ, he's even 30, 32, 33 years old. Now you have those guys, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for at least 2 years. I know 80 is longer than that, but I think that you think you have a 2-year window. So obviously, if you think Taylor Horton Tucker doesn't fit your 2-year window as far as his development, then I think you go ahead and make a move. But they don't really, in my personal opinion, they don't really have picks like that. They don't really have much that they can move for anybody. There's not much they can just move.
Oh, you talking about the Lakers? The Lakers don't have that many assets. You right about that. I mean, besides Horton Tucker, what assets do they have if you look at that roster? Can you think
I guess Kendrick Nunn, maybe. But like, I don't think
a good one.
But I don't think they have many like people you like you said consider assets. I mean, you don't have much young talent. You have with Austin Reeves, but like you don't have much young talent on the roster. Like Horton Tucker is probably the most, and his contract isn't so crazy that I think you get something substantial back for him.
I feel somebody that's really good. You won't get. I mean, if you can sweeten them up a little bit, maybe whatever picks you got left. I don't know,
It's not
maybe a
many.
Revis.
I don't even
I
know if
know
they
what
can even.
a player like Jordan McGowan, he makes like what 20 million a year, right? I mean,
Yeah, but Horton
you could
Tucker
close that
not.
in. You can close that gap.
I mean, you can. You might have a trade exception or something like that. That you
Yeah, I
could
was just about to say it. Mm-hmm.
that you could do. But he's also hurt. He tore his thumb ligament. He's out for the 6 weeks.
That
So
should make him want to trade him even more. That should put him more on like that's a reason for the Pistons to want to trade him before, as opposed to like before, you know.
fair. But yeah, as far as that Ben Simmons thing, it's just I don't really. Why would Philly want Russ?
I don't. It doesn't. I don't know.
I don't
But
think
the whole it doesn't make any sense. I
don't think that
just
really helps. I don't think that really helps. I don't think that helps what Philly is trying to do.
I feel you. And the whole Simmons situation is just getting like mad annoying to me. Like,
Not really. Why is it annoying to you?
Because I hate the fact that I can't watch Ben Simmons play basketball somewhere.
Ooh, I like that. That was a bar. That was a bar.
Similar to the Kyrie situation, I want him on the court, but like it's just too long. They gotta do something, make something happen. Like I want to see Philly with another piece in there that can help them, and then also like something they were saying Simmons in Portland. I would love that because for years I've been saying Draymond will put Portland over the top. Simmons is very similar to Draymond. Obviously, he can't shoot, but he's very similar to that guy. So another guy Dame could play off of, get Dame off the ball. But yeah, the whole Simmons situation is very irritating. The fact that he hasn't been traded. If he isn't traded at the deadline, I would be furious if he isn't traded by the deadline. Because I mean, like,
I would be furious too, because then you just wasted a whole year.
Yeah, you wasted a year.
Like, what the fuck? Like that shit.
No, you wasted his prime, and you're also wasting a year of Embiid's prime. Embiid is 27 years old. Like we think because of the fact that. We think because of the fact Embiid broke on the scene in what was like 16, 17 that he isn't older than what he is, but he missed the first 3 years. He's approaching 30 years old, Joel Embiid. He's another guy with like you don't know how long he's gonna last at this level that he's playing at. So if you don't make a trade for him and he's not gonna come back and play, you basically just waste a season. Like what type of message are you sending to your organization?
Yeah.
So
I mean, wait.
Well, no, I
don't know. Wait. I don't think it's about, and I just want to rebut what you're saying before we go on a different tangent, because I want to respond to what you said in response to Rich Paul and what he's been doing and like the sentiment around the executives and other people in the league. A lot of people feel like he's trying to like quote unquote play God, and like this is no, I'm dead ass. This is not a black man owned league. You know what I mean? This is their league. So a lot of what's going on with Ben Simmons and the 76ers is when did he sign that Supermax? A year ago?
I think so. A year
right?
Or so ago.
You're a year in that contract. And if you can a year into like a Supermax, because he made all NBA all defense, so he was eligible for some different type of contracts, I believe. So for you to get the maximum deal that's afforded to you, and you just decide that you don't want to play anymore because you didn't perform well, that doesn't bode well for us as a league. If we let you just go and get traded to wherever you want to go and think that you can just go and get traded to another franchise when we've collectively bargained for you guys to get these deals so that way you can stay in certain markets longer. So that kind of contradicts the whole system that they've built and put in place. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree that it's frustrating, and I want to see Ben Simmons play basketball because I believe that he can affect a team winning a championship, including this 76ers team. But the owners, they got their reasons, and their reasons are, look, we have to like show a force. And even with the Dame Lillard thing, Dame, like I understand, that on our network we've had various reporters report different rumors and stuff in regards to Dame Lillard and things of that sort. And now it seems as if he wants to stay, and also that he's trying to get a re-up and a deal for them. So from my perspective,
he want to stay. I think that means he just want to secure his future.
Nah,
I think he either wants to secure his future or he's like,
that don't make sense.
Or
how that makes sense.
Or listen,
you could go to a bigger market.
Yeah, but again, if you're Portland and you see the way Dame's been playing, just looking at it, do you really want to pay him $50 million when he's 36 years old? So it's like that also.
But then why would they come out and say that they are not going to trade him though? I don't understand that.
Because that's been Dame's message as well. Dame has been outgoing constantly saying,
Yeah.
"We're gonna work it out here." They just want to be on the same message.
No,
that
but that doesn't. No, y'all didn't hear me. Like, if they feel that way about him, why wouldn't you trade him? Why would you tell everybody we're not open for business unless you're going to give him that money?
That's what he's saying. Literally, every time. Remember, didn't he just dislodge for saying?
I mean, these things can. Yes, you're right. You're right. But these things can change very quickly. I've seen many franchises say we're not trading somebody and then trade them. These things can change very quickly. But I do want to your point. Yes, you're right.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, no. I remember even on Who Got Game, we had to talk with BD. He was like, "Yo, it's setting the stage for somebody to one day get paid and just say, fuck it, I don't want to play no more."
Yeah.
So like, no. So like, yes, you're right. But the Sixers situation is weird because at the same time, I feel you, but you did just devalue this man for a pretty long time. So I don't think either side is. I think both sides trying to play hardball. Ben Simmons obviously doesn't want to play for the team anymore. He probably also feels devalued. Like, I don't want to be in this culture anymore. And the Sixers are probably like, yo, we just gave you the money. How dare you want to just think you just gonna force your way? And also, I think a lot of them had to do with Rich Paul as well. A lot of people don't like, from rumors, don't like Rich Paul, don't like the way he does business. There's been, a couple things that happened even with, the Marcus Morris situation with the Spurs when he signed and like didn't sign no more.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So like some people may maybe even with Rich Paul and not liking the way that he does business and kind of want to have a bone to pick.
And actually, he's supposed to sign with the Spurs, and we know what RC Buford means to the league, and we know what Pop means to the league in regards to their transactions and how they've worked and dealt with players. Like, so that was that was perceived by people in the league as a slap in the face.
Yeah, slap in the face.
Yeah. So, oh man, we got Mr. Hot Take himself. What you at, Panera Bread or something, boy?
Something like that. What's good? What's good?
Live from Panera Bread. The great Cam Buford. Talk to us, Cam. How you doing, man?
Happy holidays, fellas. What's good with y'all?
Happy holidays. Shout out to you for always tapping in, regardless of the circumstance. Shout out to my man Cam Buford. What's good, Cam? How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Watching Steph Curry put on a show out here in New York. They're doing this thing out there. What you guys talking about? I just missed it last end of the conversation with
Well, basically what we were talking about is the Ben Simmons situation, and basically the kind of the gist of everything is that, from the perspective of the league in regards to dealing with Ben Simmons and Rich Paul and all of the other things that encompass kind of what's been going on with him, and how Marcus, I believe, signed with the Spurs and then did unsigned and went to New York, and that was perceived as being disrespect. So I was saying that the league is trying to send a message to Ben Simmons. The league is trying to send a message to Ben Simmons. So therefore, by them sending that message to Ben Simmons, like, no, you're not just going to sign this big deal and think you can force your way out of this market. And more specifically, if Rich Paul, like I said, if the rumors of people thinking that he's trying to quote unquote play God are true, then like it would make sense why they would meet resistance on him getting traded. And Pavi and Joel was saying that they're going to be frustrated if he's not traded by the trade deadline. And I said, well, I guess. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, that's it's not necessarily specifically to Ben Simmons. I think that's ruling is more so a message to Rich Paul, because he got a lot of players in the NBA outside of Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is kind of one of the headliners, and so he's been able to manipulate and maneuver guys around based on kind of what they want. We see what happened with Anthony Davis, how they went through that year charade where he didn't want to show up, and then he showed up, and then he's only playing part of the game. So there's a history of that, and the league doesn't want that to happen, to where you're exactly right. The player signs a big contract, and then he has the organization kind of by the short and curlies, and so that's what they're trying to prevent. And it's more so, I think that's more so a shot at Rich Paul than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons just happens to be the last case of that going on right now today. Yeah, and I agree. I don't disagree with the NBA. Like, these guys, whoever it is, and whoever manager there is, the guy can't sign a contract and then claim my back hurts, or I got a headache and I don't want to play for this organization, or he said I don't want to play for this organization, and then screams his back hurts and he got a headache, he got migraines, and he can't mentally live up to it. I think, dude, well, something ought to be done to that. You know what I'm saying, Pavi? You get all of a sudden now you got that stomach pain that you just can't seem to get rid of, but everything checks out. Checks out.
Again, I don't know when the next bargaining agreement is up, but it does kind of set the precedent for the fact of there could be a lockout. If this type of thing keeps happening, like, again, the money is only going to keep increasing. If you guys want your money, like, imagine if somebody comes off their rookie deal, signs for the 210 max, and then just says, "Yeah, my heart's not in the game anymore," huh?
Exactly.
Yes, I do get it. I also get it from Ben Simmons. I said, I think both sides are going about it a little bit wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Ben Simmons, the best thing probably would be to do to show up, play, whatever. And the Sixers, if you want to trade the man, you kind of just spent 6 to 8 months devaluing the man. You also low-key were trying to trade the man for 2 years. So I can understand why he don't want to play. But I think both, and also you're right. I think it does have to do a lot with Rich Paul, because he does have so many people in the league. He has a lot of guys signed with, like, Clutch Sports. A lot of guys signed with Clutch. So they all
want to keep going there too.
Exactly. So you want to become a situation which is like Clutch is navigating where people are going.
Well, or Clutch is kind of controlling the league in the sense.
Exactly, controlling the league.
Yeah. He wants to move people around. Now I want to go play over here with this guy. Go play over here with this guy. So that makes it makes perfect sense to me in that respect. As far as Ben Simmons specifically, that specific situation, the Sixers did say come back to camp. They was trying to. It was kind of, trying to put the hard feelings aside and say come back to camp in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, were they really?
Were they
trying to get him to come so they can trade him?
Okay, well, we didn't get to that. They didn't get to that part to where he was acting right, because he comes and says, he practicing with his phone in his pocket. He don't want to run the drills properly. Doc says, man, get out of here with that stuff. So was his when they did.
Cam, look at the chat. Look at the private chat, by the way. But I'm listening to you.
When he was trying to come and work out, as false as his reason as may have been, was the team trying to give him adequate support in that regards.
I feel you. So let's go ahead. Let's move on.
They say Jeremy.
Let's move on. Let's talk about the team that we all cover on a weekly, day in, day out basis, the LA Clippers. They held their own. They played against the Phoenix Suns last night, had a great blowout win, and what I thought was a good win for them.
I
know Devin Booker. I know Devin Booker didn't play. But JaVale McGee was great out there. But Paul George and Kawhi Leonard didn't play. What are we talking about?
So what is that?
It was Chris Paul versus Isaiah Hartenstein and Reggie Jackson. Like, come on, G. Who you picking?
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein, though. But I'm just saying, being honest.
Your boy Shaman actually made a couple jumpers, Pavi. He made a couple jumpers yesterday. Pull-up jumpers in front of Ty Lue.
I didn't see it.
Pavi, what are your thoughts on the Clippers and what we've seen in the first 20-something games? And I was talking to some other reporters, and they was like, yeah, Kawhi gonna try to come back this year at the end of the season. So if Kawhi returns, can a healthy LA Clippers win it all?
Yes, I think they can. Also, this season is a thing you have to factor in, like COVID. I mean, it's an actual thing. Some teams seem to have more of a problem with COVID than other teams do for whatever reason. Historically, over the past 2 years, the Clippers really haven't had. I think Nick Batum was in it this year. Last year, I can't remember if actually any of them ended up in the protocol. Maybe like one person, but they haven't had any outbreaks. Is one thing you have to actually seriously this year consider. Like, well, as long as we're in this time period where this is a serious thing. Yes, I do. I think that they have all the components. I also think that, first of all, I thought they could have went to the finals last year. I thought they just tweaked away the Suns series. It's not like the Suns I know it was a 5-game series, but ain't like they just like whooped up on them for 5 straight games. I think 2 games they lost damn near with no time on the clock at the end of the game. So that series easily could have been 3-1 the other direction or something like that. Paul George, I don't know. I don't know why people don't like Paul George, but Paul George is one of the best players in the NBA. Like, it's bona fide one of the best players. He's at worst is a top 15 player in the NBA. In most series, at any given time, he can be the best player on the court. So even if Kawhi Leonard can come back, and he's not, the Kawhi Leonard of, right away, just his presence out there, especially with the way that they run their offense, will definitely help them. Because, again, they do ISO a lot. And they get in situations where, it becomes like, the game when they played the Warriors, when Reggie had no points, right? All right, but you stick Andrew Wiggins on Reggie Jackson, who's a elite but actually now he's a really good defender. Andrew Wiggins is a solid defender. He's also 6'8". He's like athletic. It's very hard for Reggie to do his thing, especially in isolation, dealing with that. But you bring back Paul George with the way they run the offense. Also, he obviously helps their defense. The defense is already good. And Isaiah Hartenstein. I know Serge is out the rotation. I think it's a good thing Serge is out the rotation. I don't think Serge need to be in the rotation.
Oh, Serge is out of the rotation?
He ain't been playing recently.
Nah.
That's true.
When the last time you seen Serge play?
I don't know if he out the rotation, bro.
When the last time you seen him play?
I just think he old, but also I do
Right,
think Serge
right.
is past his moment.
I think they're trying to save him more so than he's.
They're trying to save him. He's out of the rotation, bro. Like, he's a guy that had back surgery last week. We talked about Michael Porter Jr. earlier and his back being hot.
I understand that, and that will come to, again, if you play the Lakers, you're gonna need two of them to be on the court at both of them. Like, you're gonna need Serge and maybe Isaiah on the court. But I like how the offense looks with Isaiah. What I'm saying is this: Isaiah allows you to play at least through your center. You can put him like the top of the key and run offense to Isaiah because he can pass the ball really well. So yeah, I think the Clippers have a.
You coming around?
We got a special guest. We got a special guest. We got a Hoops and Brews. We got a Hoops and Brews OG guest. Shout out to the homie Illy. What's good, G? Can you hear us? Oh, you muted. Hold on. Illy, unmute your mic, bro. Illy, shout out to the boy Illinois. He was one of actually like the first 10 guests on Hoops and Brews. What's good, Illy? How you doing, brother?
What's poppin'? I got this mask on because I got this pimple clay on my face, so I look like a damn fool. So
go ahead. It's all good.
Not Kobe related.
Keep your. It's okay. We gonna tell the people you at a house party right now. I'm joking. Anyways, nothing much, man. We're here. We talking about the Clippers. Cam covers the Clippers. He also works with us. The homie, the boy Illinois, rapper extraordinaire as well, but also NBA aficionado as well. Hater of the flop. Hater of the leg kick out on the three.
Not rock with James Harden.
Does not like James Harden.
Listen, anybody who play like that, I don't like. When the Trae Young, even when Steph do it, I love Steph, but when the leg kick, I don't like it. I just don't like it. Not a fan.
What's wrong with the leg kick? It's effective.
It's effective.
What's wrong with the leg kick? It's effective. That's your response, Joel.
It's effective.
It's effective.
They be getting buckets with them leg kicks.
Kobe made a career of it. Kobe made a career of that.
It's a lot of stuff that will make it cool.
I don't know, but Kobe ain't made no career out of leg kicks.
What?
I think it's too egregious saying that. It's too much. It's too much.
It has become egregious. Like, you would see players like you, like completely stretched out like this, or like the Jumpman logo. Like, come on, bro.
Like, I see that stuff at LA Fitness.
Bro, Cam, what you want?
If you do that LA Fitness, you wild doing LA Fitness. You can't do that LA Fitness. But if you're in the NBA, you feel me? Do your thing.
He's funny as hell. But can we have an honest talk? Let's have a talk.
About what? Oh, God.
Are you concerned that Zion Williamson might not play again in the NBA?
This season.
We putting this segment up. We gonna like go around table. Illy, you go first. Joe, Cam.
Yeah, go ahead, Illy. Go ahead.
Illy, you go first.
Yeah.
We putting this part up.
I mean, seeing certain NBA players' careers cut short that I wish I would have seen them in their prime. I'm definitely concerned. His foot, his weight on the foot. He's arguably one of the best, greatest dunkers that we've ever seen, and I'm worried we'll never ever get to see him at his full potential and put on a show and become a box office in the league like he should be. I'm very concerned. I would say I'm very concerned.
Joe.
Oh, so about Zion, I definitely think he's done this year, but I definitely think it's way too early. People compare him to Greg Oden already. He's like 21 years old. I think they're reaching.
Shit, Greg Oden was
Stop
19.
doing that. Stop doing that. It's too soon. And also from what I've seen and heard, he doesn't want to be in New Orleans, so that also be a playing factor on why he hasn't been on the court yet. But it's not looking good for him right now. I do not expect to see him this season, but I definitely do expect to see him in the following years. And I expect him to get it all together. He just needs a mentor, maybe a dietitian, a chef, something like that. But I definitely expect to see him play again. I think even the title, I think, is insane. I think this title may not play for a while. He's definitely going to play again.
I mean, foot injuries are serious. Foot injuries are serious. That's all I'm gonna say. Cam, go ahead, talk to us. How you feel?
Yeah, he'll be back. This season might be a wash, but he'll be back. Come on, man. The kid's too young. He's too much. Even if he doesn't live up to a potential at this very moment.
I think you muted. I can't hear.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah,
I can hear him.
Okay, I can hear him.
Even the kid's too important to the NBA right now at this moment. Even if he doesn't live up to his potential, everybody wants to see kind of what that really will be. So whether it's getting out of New Orleans, I mean, if New Orleans is the issue, I mean that's shame on him. Stay out off of Bourbon Street, get out of those restaurants, and like my man said, get to your dietitian, get you a mentor, and then get in line. I mean, that's a personal issue right there. If it's a foot injury or the back injury, come on, they need better doctors or something. But the Pelicans, part of the real problem, the Pelicans are they're secondhand. They're the second stepchild to the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
So they're not. So they're not.
Even Barron talked about it this week on the show. He said that he thought that the Pelicans facilities. He said it, not to be disrespectful, is probably the worst in the league right now.
Yeah. So if that's what he's trying to get away from in New Orleans, I could dig it, but somebody needs to focus on the kid and kind of get him some right mentorship, the right dietitian, so he can play. I do expect him to be perform next season. Like, I think he got one more season. Like, this is the second year of kind of iffy status for him. He didn't fulfill everybody's dreams last year. Clearly not doing it this year. If this happens the third year, it might be a wash for him.
All right, so here go my opinion on Zion, right? All right. So first of all, the reason why I drafted Jonas Valanciunas in my fantasy league was because I said at the beginning of the year, I don't think Zion Williamson is playing this year. When they said he broke his foot, they said he broke the fifth metacarpal bone. I took it up on myself, do some research on what exactly the fifth metacarpal bone is. The fifth metacarpal bone is the bone that's below your pinky on like the outside of your foot. That is right below his Jones fracture. He doesn't exactly, unless he doesn't exactly, to my knowledge, have a Jones fracture, which if y'all know what a Jones fracture was, that's the injury that kind of ended Yao Ming's career. Excuse me. It's also the injury that KD had when he basically missed the whole season in 2015. And the reason why those injuries are tricky is because blood doesn't really flow to that part of your foot.
Dr. Pavy.
Like that. No, it doesn't. Not like blood doesn't flow.
Dr. Pavy.
Blood doesn't flow to like that part of your foot. So when they said that,
with the homework though, I'm impressed.
Yeah. So when they said yes, I do think his weight is an issue. But one of the reasons I said that I would have drafted Ja Morant over Zion even years ago was because I always thought his weight was going to be an issue in general. He just big, bro. I don't think he can lose that much weight. He just big. The man was 285 pounds and 18 years old. You put on weight as you become an adult because you just put on weight as you become an adult. If he even do an NBA weight training program and lift weights, he's gaining probably 10, 15 pounds by mistake, just by lifting weights.
Depending on what he eats.
Just off lifting weights. Like, I guarantee you his diet probably isn't even that bad. He's just big. 30 years ago, he'd be a defensive tackle. He would be the greatest defensive tackle of all time. If this was 1990, he would be the greatest. He'd be Warren Sapp. Plus 10.
Settle down now. You have to have some hunger to achieve that status of like Warren Sapp. You have to be hungry out there.
Man, his big ass running to you. He gonna be.
I love Zion, but he been hungry.
It's gonna feel like some hunger. It's gonna feel like some hunger. He run into you with that speed. I'm like, it's gonna feel like hunger. He be Aaron Donald, but even with the way he plays, it's up, down, up, down, up, down. It's hard to do that for a decade. Like, do I think he'll play again? Yes, I do think he'll play again. Is injuries and all that's going to be a concern for his whole career? Probably. Like, even just look at what you came into the league, you tore your meniscus. You've had, 3? I don't want to say major injuries, but 2. I don't want to say major injuries, but at least like injuries in 3 years.
Yeah, significant injuries. Yeah.
Like you tore your meniscus in preseason your rookie year, and now you break your foot from they said overuse in the offseason. Then on top of getting
I
on
just
top
want to
of
know
getting
what kind of overuse was he like? How?
training too hard probably. And again, his weight again, he's just big.
What was he training on?
Cardio.
Like, what is he doing?
Probably
That kid
hooping.
he wasn't doing enough cardio. Yeah, he wasn't doing enough cardio.
So he need to do some cardio. That's
He
what
need to
he
get in the pool. He need to do some swimming.
Thank you, G. I said the same thing. I said he need to be out there like a damn fish trying to swim because
there's
it's not
only
gonna
so
put
much
any
pool
stress
work
on
you
his
can do, though,
joints.
bro.
It's not gonna put any stress on his joints. It's gonna lean him out. Like you gotta even Michael Phelps. He talks about how high of like a calorie intake he had to have when he was like one of the best swimmers in the world. He would eat like 8 times a day because he had to consume like 6,000 calories because he burned so many calories while he was swimming. If Zion became a swimmer and like eat, and instead of him going to the gym for an hour every morning, go swim and then lift for 15 minutes and then go to the gym and go to practice. Like that's what he need to be doing. Heavy duty swimming, trying to swim a lot of laps. And trust me, it's gonna lean. Like he gonna be so lean, you're gonna be like, how he get that lean? Because that's just what happens when you're a swimmer. All he needed literally swim and don't eat all that stuff. Swim, eat healthy stuff. Get this man the most exquisite salads that he's ever had in his life.
He just big, G.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be Michael Phelps, but yeah, he
don't have to see him in high school. G, he was 250 and 16.
But no, the pool's gonna lean him out. The pool's gonna lean him out.
How much lean you think he gonna get?
He could get a lot leaner.
Take the pressure off the joints. I mean, he's gonna take pressure off the
bro.
But
you gotta combat that. You gotta
he gotta adopt a Zebo type game.
Yeah, but like he's so big and powerful.
But
does he have a Zebo type game?
But Pavi, didn't I tell you that he needed to become LaMarcus Aldridge? Didn't I tell you he needed to become LaMarcus Aldridge?
You can't move like Zebo.
Is a little bit different.
No, but I told you that. I said
adaptation.
I don't think it's impossible. Aldridge,
you got mid-range jumper like that?
I think he could do it.
I don't think he's shown it.
I think he can still do it though. Your bag got to get better. You can, Cam.
Old folks.
Let your mic go, Cam. You can just talk.
Zebo's game is a old. He got a veteran game. He don't got that game. We'd have seen that by now.
But Zion's 21.
But no, you just don't develop that. Is what I'm saying. At 21.
What you mean? They called him Ace and Kid because he couldn't shoot.
That's a jumper. You're talking about a whole package.
Lonzo used to do this. You don't need a whole package. Zion ain't got a package. Zion got more of a package now than Giannis had damn near 2 years ago.
A Zebo package is what I'm saying. He don't have the Zebo down.
All he got to do is get low and just spin and throw the ball up.
And besides, Zebo was 6'9". What is my man? Zebo 6'8", 6'9". The old boy is 6'3".
I saw
6'4".
PJ Tucker score 20 points the day before yesterday.
PJ had 20 points on the Cavaliers. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Do not tell me that Zion Williamson can't get his big ass on the block and give me some points down there. Who gonna guard him? He made Rudy Gobert move. Like I've seen him make Tristan Thompson back up.
Again, that wasn't a Zebo type game. That wasn't a LaMarcus Aldridge type game.
I disagree with that. What you mean? Zebo hit mid-range and was low post.
You off base on this one.
Zion don't have no mid-range.
How?
Where's Zion mid-range at? A face-up mid-range game from Zion?
He's
Zion
21.
Williamson? I ain't never seen that before.
Giannis ain't have a mid-range. He ain't have a three-pointer either. He got one now.
Giannis don't have a mid-range.
That's a fair.
Giannis,
that's a more fair comparison.
What the fuck you talking about? That's a mid-range shot. What are you talking about?
Not a face-up game though.
So what? AD got a face-up game, and I hate that shit. He's shooting fadeaways while he's facing up.
And he make them.
I don't want to hear that shit. Yes, he does. Actually, Anthony. Actually, this is an interesting fact. Do you know that Anthony Davis leads the NBA right now in 2-point field goal attempts and 2-point field goal makes?
Yep, and he's
according to Basketball Reference.
Points in the paint too.
So let's talk about the real team, the team that's been ravaged by that young Omarion, aka Omnicron. But we still kind of in there. In that Ellie. How y'all feel about the Bulls?
Illy, hold on, wait, stop. No, I can't. Illy, I want your opinion. What is the city like? That the Bulls
I ain't
Solid
gonna say-
basketball team again.
So, listen. It's like, so the atmosphere. Like, if you a Bulls fan, you pretty much know you even when we bad, that's why the management didn't change as quick as it did, because the house was still packed out. So it was always gonna be rocking. Right now, it's electrified. Like, it's on a different level. And then coming off of the Sky winning the championship, transitioning into a Bulls good season, good start, looking like a playoff contending team. The city on fire right now. Like, I done seen clubs busting that I ain't seen bust.
and this is exactly why.
I swear it is. And if you ever been to a Bulls game, it's like going to the club.
Like
Girls is in full red bottoms. They best on. Players got they best on. They first. Like, it's like pre-club.
Shout out to Dr. Jerry Buss, because he created that atmosphere,
man. So I called him.
That's how I be on good Clipper games. On bad Clipper games,
I call Chicago Lake Show Drive. That's what I call them. Lake Show Drive. That's it. I'm coining that phrase. So if anybody ever say that phrase, Lake Show Drive. The city is going crazy though. It's on a different level. Like, I've never seen so many miscellaneous people that don't watch basketball post Bulls highlight clips on their Instagram story. And I'm like, whoa, you watch basketball? I've never seen this before. So yeah, it's especially coming off the Sky Championship, it's on another level right now.
Dog said they are riding the high of the Sky Championship.
It's something to do. It's something to do. And that's the important thing, is like, after pre-COVID, it ain't been too much to do sports-wise or period. So the fact that, because I've been going to Sky games for the past 3-4 years. It used to be dead completely dead in there. Nobody. Once they started winning the last 3 games, oh my God. I'll put it like this. There used to be no police outside of the arena. The last 3 games, it was the whole district at the game. We like, whoa.
It wasn't no police outside.
I was like, no, it really wasn't. It was no police.
No security concerns.
No, it was no security concerns. Nobody directing traffic. None of that. When they started,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Though.
It was bust. I was mad because I couldn't find parking. I was pissed. I'm like, it didn't used to be like this, but the city showed it was something to do. So the city showed up.
And because even like I'll like watch, I'm just like any random Bulls games. I'm like, yo, half my timeline is at a Bulls game right now. I ain't seen this damn near since Instagram was invented.
No, for real, bro. Like, we've been calling each other like, hey, what game y'all trying to go to? We putting packages together like, all right, let's get a box. It's never been like this before, ever.
Facts.
In a long time.
But all right, so you and then everybody else can go. So you being from the city, obviously COVID aside, they got to obviously get some type of, I don't even know, something. But how do you feel about this Bulls team? And what do you think the potential for this Bulls team is this year?
This right now, currently, I definitely second round, possibly, but a second round for sure. I definitely think we can go second round. They seems like they trying to move either Kobe or Vooch. I do feel like they one piece away from actually being a contender, but they look good. And versus how we've been looking in prior past years, we'll take it. We'll take it. Like, any way they want to slice it. Second round, exit, third round, it's gonna be a big step up and a step in the right direction for the organization.
Cam, you making faces like you disagree with some of that.
I mean, he said the Vucevic. You guys is already trying to get rid of Vucevic or Kobe White. You just trying to pick something up, or what's the reason for getting rid of him? Is it cutting that weight? Why were you trying to get rid of Vucevic or Kobe White?
I don't know. From what I've been heard is that they feel like they missing another solid piece. And
what piece? What is it?
Like
a center, a better center,
a better center. Yeah, I was gonna say I've been hearing Miles. I've been hearing Miles Turner, and they younger.
That's not a better center, but a better
it's
center.
Not.
That's not a better center.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. He's younger, and I don't think he's been given the opportunity to actually play his game. So I don't know that. Who else? They've been trying to get? Oh, I've been hearing Jeremy Grant.
That'll be solid.
Oh boy.
A couple other, and especially because Pat Williams is out for the entire year.
Yeah.
So you need somebody to replace his production that they thought that they were going to have. So it's
you
either
got a
power
second
forward or
round.
center.
You got them go in the second round, and
Second
if they
round.
make it, if they got Jeremy Grant, where does Jeremy?
No, I got
Grant
them going second round right now.
Okay, and where
Not
does Jeremy
winning,
Grant take
not
him?
winning second round, but I got them at least going second round.
Does Jeremy Grant get him to the conference finals?
It's a possibility.
I'm gonna say this.
Possibility.
I'm gonna say this. The only two teams I think the Bulls can't beat in the East in the series, health. We're gonna just imagine everybody's healthy. Is the Bucks and the Heat. Anybody else, including the Nets, anybody else, the Bucks and the Heat. I don't think they can beat the Heat. I don't think they can beat the Bucks. Anybody else? I think
Cam, I heard what you said. Stop the disrespect. Stop it. Stop the disrespect.
You two on this Jeremy.
Did you
Grant
not see them versus the Nets?
They beat the Nets. Yes, they beat
Exactly. So I don't want to hear that. We in the building. We all the way in the building. We all the way live. Don't give me none of that. No, we not. No,
you guys might have
no, we caught the COVID. That's the only reason why we've been slipping, because we caught the COVID. But once we get done hitting that with Omarion, we gonna be back out here and we whooping ass. We taking names, but we coming for everybody in Eastern Conference. Why we can't make the second round? Why we can't make the conference finals? Why we can't make the finals? You telling me Jeremy Grant? No, wait, stop, no.
Illy sound like the only Bulls fan that got some sense here.
Who would you rather in your starting lineup? Alex Caruso or Jeremy Grant?
Come on, man. You
answer the question.
Jeremy Grant.
Answer the question.
With Jeremy Grant.
Who would you rather in the starting lineup? Alex Caruso or Jeremy Grant?
First, Illy, this is what these guys do. They was all on Vucevic. They was all on Vucevic.
You gotta talk to another man. I'm talking to you.
Because he the one making some sense.
No, I'm talking to you. Talk to me.
He's the only one making some sense.
Who would you rather have starting?
Was a man last season.
Alex Caruso or Jeremy Grant?
So, Caruso. Now you want to get rid of Caruso after a couple months?
Did I say get rid of him? I said, who would you rather have starting at your power forward, Alex Caruso or Jeremy Grant?
Well, come on, at your power forward, yes, but Caruso.
Okay, then. So get rid of some guys. Kobe out there, you can get. They want to get rid of him.
Wasn't Caruso part of your big time free agent acquisition?
Why does Caruso got to get traded? What is Detroit gonna do with Caruso?
They got enough guards. You just threw a Caruso or Grant. You just threw a Caruso or Grant.
No, I said, who would you rather? No, because Alex Caruso has been starting at power forward since Patrick Williams got hurt. Him and Javonte Green. You telling me Jeremy Grant is a bad pickup for this team? If you don't have to get rid of Vucevic, that's a great pickup for this team. That's an amazing pickup for this team. He at minimum gonna give you 15 a night, and he gonna be somebody else to get the ball out of Zach LaVine's hand at the end of the game.
Those would be quality 15 minutes right there. Those are 15 points a game. Those 15 from Jeremy Grant would actually be quality minutes.
I'll explain.
Jeremy Grant ain't been hooping.
So I'll explain why they were so high and mighty on Vooch last year. Right? It's the new girl, new school syndrome. You get somebody that comes over, has been bad so long, and then you get somebody that look kind of good. You be like, "Oh, this is amazing! Oh, she fine." You know what I'm saying? That's because we've been bad for so long, or mediocre, so to say. So Vooch, I can understand the hype from last year because he's like, "Oh snap, we get somebody. Oh, he looking nice. Oh yes, and then you mess around and make the acquisitions that you made in the offseason. We look spectacular, and And Zach LaVine said something that really hit me because he was like, he's having the most fun he's ever had in his entire career. And you can tell that this Bulls team is not only winning, but they having fun together. And that's very important. And I haven't seen in a long time a team with so many new acquisitions click so fast and win so fast, so quickly. I haven't seen a team come together chemistry-wise and be like, bam, immediately. And you be like, what's going on?
No,
shout out to the coaching staff, too.
No, this is the most exciting Bulls team since
Lakeshore Drive.
96. Since literally, this is the most exciting Bulls team in almost 30 years. I'm dead serious. In almost 30 years.
I don't know that Derrick
No,
Rose.
they weren't. You like D Rose. The team was not exciting. No. You didn't like watching Luol Deng play basketball.
The team, okay. I'll say the electricity I don't know, man. I don't know because
No, this shit
like
different, G.
now, it's different. But you had cats like Ronnie Brewer. People was knowing him on a first name basis, and he was Ronnie Brewer. So
This is
like.
true.
It
This is
was
true.
exciting back then.
This is
Dang,
true.
you had D Rose, you had Ronnie Brewer, even
Keith
when
Bogus.
even when Kurt Thomas was there.
Kurt Thomas was there.
it was a thing with him getting in at the end of the game, scoring a bucket or two, and everybody going crazy. So I wouldn't say not you have to go that far back, but I say that I feel like the city feels like we got a real chance in the next 2 or 3 years to win an actual championship.
I'm gonna tell you what the goal is for the Bulls. You want Jokic to get mad at Denver and sign Jokic and replace him with Vucevic.
Hey, listen, we do that.
Oh, Cam, go ahead. Go ahead.
We winning 3.
What?
Finals in 3 seasons?
Yes, we're gonna make the finals this year.
I'm holding you guys to this.
We're gonna make the finals this
you
year.
Gotta break you.
If we get Jokic,
if we don't make the finals in the next 3 years, I'm gonna get a voice of the fans tattoo on my arm.
Nah, if we get Joker, we win in 3 straight. We get Joker, we win in 3 straight.
Dead ass. Next 5 years.
How are you getting Joker?
Next
you sound
5
like a
years,
Laker fan.
No, Cam. The Bulls GM is the person who drafted Jokic, right? All right, cool, boom. I think Zach contract ends this year. I think DeMar's contract ends in 2 years, but he has a player or a team option. I think Vooch's contract runs out too. They'll have the money to have to create a max slot by that time. Here's what I would assume happened. Jokic's gonna get frustrated in Denver. Just the whole shit to been derailed. Michael Porter Jr. got back problems. Jamal Murray got the ACL. The whole shit gonna get derailed. Denver to Chicago. Chicago's a better city than Denver. Also, the people who were there drafting him, they are already there, and he fits perfect. Even if you look at just the roster that what they have, Lonzo was stupid that he won't be too old. Zach, hopefully he resigns, still stupid that he won't be too old. DeMar will be much older and probably won't want to leave. DeMar also bought a crib in the Gold Coast, so I'm sure he won't want to leave. Also,
and Joker is Serbian. He's from Serbia. Oh, it's we deep out. They deep out. They deep.
Joker's brothers in River North.
Oh yeah.
Joker's brothers in River North.
They'll
gonna have a time. They're gonna have a time.
So you guys done revamp. You guys done revamp the whole squad. You guys done revamp the whole squad. Thomas got to go into the finals this year, and you guys talking about finals in the next 3 years.
Yes, I do. Stop being a hater.
Listen, Cam. When I watch the Bulls play, I think they have everything that they need, but they need to upgrade over Vucevic. They need Jokic.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's move on.
Wait. I'm sorry to derail the show.
Go ahead.
Joe, you hearing this? You hearing this garbage?
His team trash, so he can't even talk.
Wait, hold on.
That hat makes me angry.
I'm not rocking
the sight of that hat makes me angry.
I'm not rocking with that bullshit. My bad.
So it's not even registered.
Is it a Mickey Mouse logo on that hat?
What do you need that for? Did the Bulls even make the bubble? Did the Bulls even make the bubble?
Oh boy,
we ain't need to.
Oh damn!
We ain't need to.
How many games I won that year?
I don't know. We ain't need to win no games that year. The bubble won for us.
So
Zach was going out to get better.
You see him as a second round competition right now in the East.
They can get to the second round. Yeah, they can make the round beat the Celtics some in the first round and then get.
So who they gonna play the Celtics in the first round? The Celtics not gonna make the Celtics might not even make the playoffs.
I'm just saying a team like that. Them teams are clearly better than only teams like them.
Second round is not the conference finals, right, Joel? You agree with that?
Definitely not. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Enough said.
We're gonna make the conference finals.
What's the next topic, guys? What's the next topic?
Next topic is Anthony Davis. Is Anthony Davis's best basketball behind him?
No.
Why do you feel that way?
Because he's only like 27 years old. We saw this year. I mean, he been looking a little weaker lately, but he started off the year. His numbers was pretty strong in the first. I got him in fantasy. He was getting like 27 and like 8 to start the year off for the first couple. It dropped down to like 24 now, but he's fine. I mean, he might be going through something mentally right now. He's not looking like AD that we know of years. He got a lot of mileage on him lately these past couple seasons with the bubble and with the bubble run. And then last year, he's kind of banged up. But, I mean, yeah, his best basketball definitely is behind him. He's still young, and he's only learning. He's only getting better. Like, I'll put him in the MVP. Like, I can see Anthony Davis getting MVP, like, before his career ends.
He's never won an MVP.
I can see him getting one. He's capable.
Joe,
More than
come
capable.
on, dog.
No.
Come on, dog. Come on,
No.
dog.
No.
Come on, dog. You
He's
gave him
had
you gave
times
him
when
a
he was an
bubble
alien.
excuse? You gave him a mental excuse from the bubble. Is that what you gave him?
I'm talking about I'm talking about right now, just recently. Seeing he's not playing like himself. Like he's past like week or so. I'm watching Laker basketball, but I don't think his best basketball is behind him though. Just because he's on like a little bad, just because he isn't looking that good over the past couple weeks.
He
best
could
basketball
get
is not behind
better.
him.
He could get better. To say it's the best basketball is behind him, I wouldn't go that far, but I can't give him no bubble immaturity excuse. I can't give him that excuse.
You said he got a bubble immaturity excuse.
I mean, that's
what?
No, not
he
immature.
just
No,
tried to say.
mileage. I say the bubble put more mileage on him because he played deep. He went when everybody else was at home and teams like the Bulls didn't even get an invite. He was playing all that extended time.
Ain't this what they do?
That's just extra mileage on that. He was better enough.
At 27
more wear
years
and
old.
tear.
At 27 years old. At 27 years old.
For a guy like AD,
he's 28 years old.
For a guy like AD, who's known for being injury prone, yeah, it's worth mentioning.
So okay. So where does the MVP come from then? If he have mental challenges, where does the MVP? How does he get into the MVP category?
He got mental challenges.
This is what your man said. This is what your man said. He said
I'm only referring to the past couple
mentally
weeks of basketball. No. I'm only referring to the last couple weeks of basketball. When I talk about
you said mental. I'm sorry, you brought up mental. Okay, I was just going off of what you said.
Oh God, he got mental challenges. Why you keep talking about this man having mental challenges?
No, he hasn't. I wouldn't say, to answer your question, is the best basketball behind him? I would say no, because he has a lot of opportunity to kind of get right. He's going to be the leader of the Lakers here within the next year or two. I think the better question is to ask, is LeBron's best basketball behind him?
Duh. What the fuck are you talking about?
Why you got to scream at that now?
He's fucking 40.
Okay, but they're looking at him to still lead this team. They're still looking at him to lead this team. That's Anthony Davis's problem. Is yes, Anthony Davis is still looking to him to go put up 30, 38, 39 and 9.
Well, that seems like an issue to me.
That is the
just
issue.
more just how the team is built.
That is certainly
just a badly built team.
What do you mean how the team is built? Give it to
Lil GM ain't doing a good job with building this team.
Oh, you didn't say that when they were in the bubble. You were talking about how
that was a different team.
Rob
The
is.
bubble was literally about 3 players back this year. From last year, we had 3 players.
That was less than 18.
From last year. That's a whole different the bubble team.
The whole team different, Cam G.
It's a whole new team. It's just not the bubble team anymore.
Here go my thing with Anthony Davis, right? Is this he hasn't looked like I said earlier. There was a point in time when Anthony Davis looked like an alien. Like he was like, yo, bro look crazy. I look at him now, he look regular physically. A lot of people can do what Anthony Davis can do physically in the NBA now, and he hasn't looked the same since. No. I know they say his heel was black in the bubble. He hasn't looked the same physically since the bubble. I'm not gonna go out here and say his best basketball is behind him. I don't know about all that. I'm not gonna say all that. That is a lot to say. Also, him, Bron, and Russ still ain't really played that many games together. Also, Trevor Reeves are not there. Wayne Ellington just got back. Kendrick Nunn ain't played. THT just got back. Now he out again. So like, I'm not gonna go out there and say that. But I will say, just from the eye test physically, he does not look the same. He don't even move the same as he did a couple years ago. He just doesn't. It's just fact. Like again, I look at somebody like Evan Mobley. He looked like an alien. And they was like the old model.
Like
She Davis look like the old.
And AD does not look like the old model.
He like the old model. Yeah, he like the old model.
Their rookie year numbers are very similar though. Their rookie year numbers are very similar.
Like I said, when Anthony Davis came into the league in early, like the mid 2015s, he looked like an 80. Like, yo, I've never seen nothing like this before. Now.
Evan Mobley might be better technically.
He was
Evan
one of the
Mobley.
first
No, wait a minute.
Don't even say it. Don't even say no. Don't even.
Technically, Evan Mobley is averaging 2 more assists than AD did his rookie year.
God.
The only thing I'll say about this
one
is
more
assist. The only thing I'll say about this was Evan Mobley was lucky to fall into a situation in which you have guards who can literally spoon feed you the ball. Like you have Garland, you have Rubio, you have great passers who literally spoon feed you the ball while you still work on your offensive game. But I'm not gonna say his best basketball is behind him. Illy, what you think about this topic about AD?
Did Pappy just compliment rookie Rubio?
I fuck with Ricky Rubio.
You love
Hey,
Ricky
yeah.
Rubio.
I'm gonna say I'm a fan of Ricky. I'm a fan of Ricky too. I feel like the older he's got, the better he's gotten. Like especially in the past 2 or 3 years, his shooting it's kind of he's not as good. Nowhere as good, but it reminds me of Jason Kidd late in his career when he started to learn how to shoot, and he was already basketball IQ was up there. He was like, oh, now I can actually score. Yeah, so I'm a fan of Ricky. As far as AD goes, I would have to agree with the mental thing. I really think like I wouldn't say his best basketball is behind him. It all depends on him and how he transitions right now because mentally he's not there, and then on top of that, everybody in the press is getting on him. So it's like
everybody in the press.
If he can if he's mentally tough enough to handle that and be up for the challenge on some Giannis shit, then I think that he has some better basketball years ahead of him. But it ain't a lot of people built like Giannis.
Does he have that in him though? That's
what I'm saying. I don't think
he have
got that dog in him.
Kind of right. There you
I
go.
don't know. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? No.
Not the willingness to get better every offseason.
2020.
Nah, I don't.
You don't watch basketball that year?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen. I haven't seen.
Gee, I got for the right thing.
That was 2 years ago. Oh no, that was 1 year ago.
That one.
And then what happened? And then Giannis has
in 2020.
And what time? What year is it now? What year is it now?
It's 1 year away from that.
And Giannis has
wait.
And
not that long ago.
And Giannis has greatly surpassed him. Greatly surpassed him.
And still things AD doing the basketball court that Giannis can't do.
What?
Dominate?
No.
AD is not dominant. AD is nowhere close to dominant.
Face up, hit a jumper in your face, hit a contested
You can score at the end of the day. At the last 5 minutes, can you give me buckets? Everything looked pretty.
He definitely can.
Everything looked pretty. At the last 5 minutes, can I consistently? And that's what we talk about deferring to LeBron. That's where he defers to LeBron. Can you get me buckets in the last? I don't care all this razzle dazzle stuff. Can you score the ball when I need you to score the ball? And if you can't do that, and Giannis has proven, and then Game 7 put up 40.
You never seen it.
And Anthony Davis ain't on Giannis level right now.
Do.
And it's because Giannis puts that all-season work on. It ain't a lot of players in the league, period, that put that all-season work in. Giannis is a different character. And Giannis was talked about, ridiculed. Like he said in that clip with PJ Tucker, I done seen it all. I done airball free throws. I done airball the last second shots.
He not ridiculed like AD. AD have Snoop Dogg calling them street clothes. He got Wood Harris on his head. He got.
You chose to play. You chose to play for the Lakers. Cities. You chose to play one of the biggest.
But the pressure's still not the same playing in Milwaukee. It's not the same at all.
It don't matter. At the end of the day, you got a hoop. That's what you got to do at the end of the day.
He delivered the championship.
I'm rocking with Illy here. I'm rocking with Illy here. He might have the most basketball knowledge. Everybody I heard
Tyler Hero's MVP is in the bubble. I don't count the bubble as a real basketball fan.
Exactly.
No.
Can you show us that Mickey Mouse logo on the side of your house, Joe?
Hell no. The bubble was some shit they scraped together to give the people a product.
The bubble was a basketball
bullshit.
The bubble was like the basketball tournament.
How come everybody wasn't balling down there then?
The Suns did, and they still went home. The Suns was undefeated.
We seen Giannis. If I recall correctly, your boy Giannis got swept in the bubble. How come he didn't fucking get the superpowers like everybody else?
Hey, Marks was acting real different in the bubble. It ain't consistent. That's 1 year out of
TJ Warren had 50.
Exactly. That's 1 year out of, and that's
Warren
not even a whole year. That was
50 OG. 50 OG.
I don't count the bubble, man. I don't count the bubble,
We seen Corey Brewer.
Jimmy Butler had a 40-point triple-double in the fight.
We have seen Corey.
And you know why else I ain't counting you know why I ain't counting the bubble? Because it ain't no fans in the stands.
It don't make sense.
Ain't no people there. So the bubble was a glorified LA Fitness. For niggas who can hoop.
The same circumstances though.
That's it.
Like everybody's
playing with the
same circumstances.
It's different. It's different. And then these niggas played in one city the entire time. Man,
that's an advantage for everybody or just for one team? Does everybody get that advantage or just one team?
No, not just one. It depends on if you close enough to your home.
Everybody.
Like the Heat. Hey, the Heat ain't going to the fucking finals in a regular season like that.
Why not?
They ain't touching it.
That Heat
that year, Tyler Hero. Where's Tyler Hero been at? Where's the milk
Hey, he
cart?
on my fantasy team.
Where's the milk cart?
Leave that white man alone.
Hey, where has he been since the bubble?
Leave that white man alone.
Where's Tyler been since the bubble? I can
Tyler
name
Rose
1,000 players.
He's the front runner for 6th man of the year this season. Tyler Rose is a very good basketball player.
He's a front runner.
Giannis did sprain his ankle twice in the bubble.
They also lost one game with no time left on the clock, G. Like,
it was literally 0 seconds.
One game with no time left on the clock.
I'm not counting the bubble. I'm not counting the bubble.
I'm
not
counting the bubble.
This
man, Steph Curry.
Get better. You just got to get better, man.
Play under the same circumstances. Okay,
get better.
But the team that won don't get their credit.
They get their credit with an asterisk.
How does that make sense?
I give one man the credit from the bubble. I give one man the credit from the bubble, and that's LeBron James for bringing those guys together and keeping that camaraderie together throughout the time in Orlando. He gets enormous credit for that when other people couldn't do that. I feel you, Joel. Other people could. Everybody had that same opportunity. Everybody did step up and bring their unit together. LeBron's leadership. That was the best leadership I've seen. So
imagine if they had to play the Suns in the bubble playoffs. Imagine that.
They would have whooped their feet.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, they would have whooped their feet.
They was
I don't know if the Suns weren't there.
Yeah, what does that mean?
The Suns were not ready that year.
But listen.
How y'all just skate past that? Stop.
Wait.
This man said they gonna whoop their feet. What sadistic shit is that?
Did the Suns not go undefeated in the bubble?
Yes, you got your feet whooped.
Yeah, but they were growing.
The Suns also really.
That's proving my point. The bubble was fraud.
The Suns were a really good team. That's the same
fraud.
team that fucking went to the finals the next season, minus Chris Paul.
Like Scott say, the bubble was a government experiment.
Stop. Everybody stop. If it's the same team, if it's the same team,
that roster was cold.
So if it's the same team, the Lakers don't guarantee beat them. Then that's not a guarantee. How?
Because the Lakers were fucking insanely good. They had the 2 top 5 players on one team.
They went undefeated.
Money, but they weren't moving like that.
How do we know? They wasn't even allowed after going undefeated to play in the playoffs.
The Lakers.
How do you not let? And that's why another reason why the bubble was bullshit. How do you let a team clean house and then like, yeah, I still got to go home? What was we here for in the first place, man? Why was we here? Because it's stupid. The rules was dumb. Everybody was being confused.
They needed bodies at the
They
time.
needed a product to put out for business. That's what they needed to do.
Everything
they needed to save the season.
That goes for every team. That goes all those.
I know
all the advantages you named for the Lakers and
the
Lakers in the bubble.
I completely understand.
Go to the opponent.
I completely understand.
Everything
that's why TJ Ward scored 50. That's why Tyler Hero is playing like Jordan. I get it. People was acting different. He's not a very good.
He's a really good basketball
player. Is a good basketball player.
He's good for my fantasy team. Shout out to that brother.
In real life,
he's not very good. Shout out
to Jack Harlow too.
He's good.
He's pretty good.
Nah, very good is a consistent person who's putting.
He's winning 6 man of the year this year.
Consistent numbers.
He's winning 6 man of the year.
Last year, what was he at?
Jack Harlow.
All right,
he's young.
All right, okay.
Let's stop excuses.
Let's stop arguing about the bubble. Let's stop arguing about the bubble.
Yeah. Let's get off the bubble. But it was BS.
Let's get off the bubble.
No, it wasn't. It was very legit. One of the most unique situations in NBA history. The most
and good. Congratulations.
That will never be forgotten.
Exactly. You and your Mickey Mouse hat will never be forgotten.
Okay, so this Bulls team is gonna be forgotten.
No, we not.
Is it too early in the season?
Y'all lucky.
Is it too early in the season? Is that why you're saying we'll be forgotten because it's too early in the season?
Because y'all not necessarily like y'all
pop out on KD.
Huh? Oh, he did.
Siakam dunked on KD.
Y'all don't pop out on paper like that. My dog Lonzo leading y'all. He the reason why y'all that good.
Is it too early in the season to call us good? Is that? Are you saying it's too early in the season to call us good? It's too early to find out that we contender or not. Is that why? Because it's too early.
You're not contender for the championship. Not a championship contender, but you're a solid team. I give you that.
Okay, I'm just trying to.
Yammed his ass. Yammed his ass. Good Lord, KD.
See that bench look cool.
The man playing defense, man. Get off the man. At least he was there at the rim.
He trying his best.
He was there at the rim. He tried to set up the team.
Dunked on. But all right, so let's talk Lakers. Actually talk Lakers and not Lakers from the bubble. Should they make trades? Are they contenders? Joel, what are your thoughts? I saw some reports out there that there are rumors that there's consideration for a Russell Westbrook for Ben Simmons trade to the Lakers, which would be insane. But what are you all's thoughts about that?
I think it's very unrealistic and just a bunch of clickbait. Also think the Lakers are Lakers finna be fine. Like pretty much, I think so. We're on a 2-game win streak right now. Without Anthony Davis on the court. But we still coming together. LeBron has been looking really good as of late. Averaging, I think, like obviously you've seen everywhere 30 points, like 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Just looking like doing old LeBron stuff as of late. And he can continue that throughout the year. He says he's getting healthier. He's talking about how his health is feeling better. He's starting to feel the abdominal injuries and bothering that much. The groin injuries finally not really bothering that much. So I think even though the team is really built, but I think the sky is still pretty much honestly the limit. I don't think the Warriors, even the Suns or like these teams, top teams, Jazz, really want to see the Lakers in like a first or second round series. So, yeah, teams better watch out. I don't think nobody's gonna be targeting the Lakers. Oh shit, like let's play them. We want to see them in the first round. We want to see this team. I don't think that energy won't be going around the league. Never. That's no time soon for a LeBron-led team, pretty much. So, but yeah, just stay tuned. This is a long season. We can be all right. We'll finish at least top 4. I think top 4, top 5, hopefully, once we get it together.
No, but I feel you. Pavi?
Should they make trades? Not yet. I think they should wait till their team get actually on the court.
What?
If their team ever get on the what you mean?
Won't be a large enough sample size.
I ain't gonna lie. I would trade Russell Westbrook right now for Marvin Bagley and Buddy Hield.
For Marvin Bagley? Oh,
no, not trading for Marvin Bagley and Buddy Hield. G. You lost your mind.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
Bron,
that.
You getting your ass back on it.
You just saying they should have made. That's who they should have went and got first.
I'm not doing it. No, number one. No. Russell Westbrook
done won the Lakers like 6 games this year alone.
Russell Westbrook ain't the problem.
Especially as of late.
Russ been fine. Russ ain't the problem. I think LeBron needs to adjust. Anthony Davis needs to play better. And they need to play with more heart and intensity on defense. And again, they still have to figure out how to play together. Like too many times I see LeBron with the ball in the middle of the court and Russ in the corner. You traded for this man, bro. Bron, you the smartest person on planet Earth when it comes to basketball. Why the fuck is Russ in the corner, G?
Because he don't like him no more. I'll just keep it G with you. I'm not a Westbrook fan. And I think I'll trade Westbrook for anybody at this point right now.
No, Westbrook fan?
No, I'm not a Westbrook fan because I think his IQ is very low. Very
his
very
IQ
low.
Is low? One of the best passes we ever seen in NBA history?
Come on, man. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
I'm just asking the question. Like,
what's going on? I'm gonna say he puts up passing numbers because his usage rate. He puts up good numbers because his usage rate is so high, just like James Harden.
Because his usage rate is so high.
Yes. So if I dribble the ball down to the last 10 seconds and I don't shoot the ball, whoever I pass it to has to shoot. And if whoever hits, I'm gonna get that assist. And that's just simply how it goes.
That's how Westbrook plays basketball. Every time he comes down, that's what he does. Every single time.
For the most part, when he was getting his numbers, yes. I hope his usage rate is the highest. When he's averaging a triple double, his usage rate is 1 or 2 per time. It's him and James Harden. That's it. That means I hold the ball, I have the ball 75% of the possession. If I don't shoot myself, then I'm going to pass it to somebody, and whoever I pass to has at least between 3 and 5 seconds to shoot the ball, and that's it. So whoever else is hitting and scoring, it's coming out of my hands because I run and control the game. Westbrook, if you watch him, his basketball IQ is shit. I'm sorry. It's utterly bad. And at this point in his career, the amount of turnovers, his late game decision making is one of the worst. One of the worst.
I think that's what you're speaking more about, his late game decision making versus
because that's his
IQ.
That's when your basketball IQ has to be on point.
But
he's one of the better clutch scorers in the league this year. He's always one of the better clutch scorers. Even when he won MVP, he was the best clutch scorer in the league by a mile, by a lot.
That's great. They didn't win anything.
He's won us games this year off of his clutch making decisions. He beat Miami.
He's not. And what has he won? Shout out to him being clutch. What has he won in his career?
He's been to a finals. He's been to a conference finals. He's won multiple 50-win game seasons. What?
Nothing.
He's won MVP. What, like a 10-time All-Star?
Ultimate goal NBA championship.
All
Ultimate
NBA,
goal. You can say the same
NBA.
thing for Dame, but it's guess what? They ain't did nothing. They ain't won
Westbrook
anything.
has been on.
They ain't won anything. Dame is more clutch than Russell Westbrook. It don't matter because he ain't won nothing.
You aren't on the rosters and play the role that he's played on those rosters and not.
How many teams? How many different teams have you played for in the past 3 seasons? How many different teams has the clutches one of the most dynamic passes played on and what happened to those teams?
Played on 3 different teams. The Wizards made the playoffs.
Wait. Bubble Russ was not. Wait. Bubble Russ. To be fair, Bubble Russ was not the Russ we saw in the season. He got the COVID. He had the quad. It wasn't the same Russ in the bubble. To be fair.
I can be fair all you want to.
That was a good Rockets team, and the Wizards went to the playoffs last year because of Westbrook. Because the season out,
the East sucked until this year. The East sucked until this year. That's why them teams like that.
So now you discredit him for making the playoffs, even though you're saying he wasn't doing nothing.
I will always discredit most of the majority, even when the LeBron teams when he was stumping through the East, wasn't nobody play. He wasn't playing nobody.
But you just said the teams wasn't doing nothing, but so making the playoffs, they're still doing nothing.
And the Raptors were solid.
They're not winning.
And the Wizards was not that good of a basketball team. Daniel Gafford was his center. Who else was getting minutes for that team?
Westbrook's not a winner. He has a low basketball IQ.
He's not a winner?
No, he's not. He's not a winner.
You know how many good teams he's been on? He's been on good team after good team after successful teams making deep playoff runs.
Who was the leaders of those teams? Wasn't him.
It could be.
No, it couldn't have been. No, it couldn't have been nothing. It's Harden, KD. Who else? Where did he lead OKC? Where did OKC go? Nowhere.
They went to the playoffs when he won.
They win nothing. They won nothing.
It's a lot bigger than just Westbrook. You gotta look at the teams put around.
No. It is Westbrook. Listen, Westbrook is a crybaby. He's a diva who acts like James Harden when they don't get their way. How many times have we seen Westbrook complain about a call, don't get back on defense, and in transition the other team scores? I can make a highlight reel.
He's not the only superstar who do that.
No, he's not. James Harden does that as well.
Blake Griffin,
players who divas.
Gilly, you gotta come on more often, bro. You're the new villain of the show, bro.
Divas and people. Wait.
You can't do like Thanos, bro.
Divas and people who aren't winners do that. That's what they do. Does Giannis do that?
I don't know. LeBron does a lot. LeBron been doing a lot of whining to the refs as of late. I don't know.
LeBron.
A lot of that.
Yeah. But guess what? LeBron is a champion.
but you just said champions don't do that.
No. LeBron can do that because he is a champion. Because at the end of the day, he's still gonna get the job done. If you don't get the job done, like the people I just mentioned, who can't get the job done when it comes down to it, T-Mac will forever be the person who couldn't get past the first round. He can be a great, amazing player, but if you can't get the job done, the reason I bring you in here is to win games. If you can't win games and get the job done, then you're not that guy.
Don't win games.
You're not that guy.
I'm pretty sure Westbrook has probably won more than 55% of the games he's played in the NBA easily.
Let's talk about playoffs.
He doesn't win games. And also, this is something Patty always brings up. Winning is a lot more than just winning the championship.
It is.
It's a whole lot, and he checks every other box besides that winning the championship.
I completely agree.
Conference finals, second round, MVPs, first team All NBAs, all that other stuff that you need to be considered a winner. He checks off all those boxes.
I completely agree.
You know what I mean?
Westbrook has hindered every superstar. They
played better. Paul George had his best ever career season with Westbrook.
No,
Kevin Durant had great years with Westbrook. Bradley Beal.
Are you talking about statistically?
Or are you talking?
You talking about statistically?
What statistically winning?
Because if winning is more than that, these numbers are way more than that as well. Don't let the numbers fool you. Numbers fool a lot of people, like the analytics. Yes. Oh, he had his best season because he put up 23, this, that, and the other. But did they win? No.
When else has Paul George finished top 3 in MVP voting?
Well, hold on, wait a minute, because I disagree with that, because I was arguing with Pavi about this in regards to Michael Jordan, him and Glasses Malone, because they were saying that Michael never had a winning season without Scottie Pippen. I'm like, yeah, but he still made the playoffs.
They were 30-52.
They still made the playoffs.
They were 30.
They still made the playoffs, G. They still made the playoffs, G.
Long story short, Westbrook needs to be traded. That's all that it boils down to. That's all
No,
it
he
boils
don't.
down to.
No, he takes a lot of the load off of LeBron, and he gives somebody who can run the offense through when LeBron
Listen,
isn't there.
man.
And even when LeBron is there, somebody else who can run the offense for him.
Westbrook is older. He ain't guard nobody like he used to no more. He can't shoot. That's never improved. And on top of that, this is one point I would love to make because why I feel like Westbrook has never reached his max potential. He's never had a good coach. He's always had rookie coaches.
I agree with that.
He's always had rookie
Frank Vogel
coaches.
not a good coach, G.
Well, he just got here. So I can't all the way say that. But every other coach, he's either had a rookie coach or somebody he can run over.
And he had Mike D'Antoni and fucking.
You can run over, like I said. You can either rookie coach or coaches he can run over. Him and James did whatever they wanted to do. D'Antoni is a pushover.
That was D'Antoni's
That was probably
system.
your best point, Illy, is right there. Is he never really had a coach.
He's never had a coach.
I always thought back in OKC, like if the coach couldn't get Russell to run the play that they wanted him to run, that was bad coaching. Or they should have kind of put Russell on the bench
And
at that point.
that has fed his diva-like mentality because nobody's been able to tell him, hey, sit your ass down.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody in his career has done that.
Nobody's been willing to do that. I agree with that.
Not one person. They've been passive-aggressive like KD, James Harden. This is the first time I feel like he's been on a team that will hold him accountable. But it's kind of late in his career.
It's kind of late.
It is kind of late. And then who's going to AD is going to hold him accountable?
No, Bron.
Only Bron. And Bron is probably at a point where he like, I'm tired of doing this shit. Hey, move this nigga. Move this
I'm pretty
nigga.
sure Rondo's speaking up.
Rondo don't play though.
He don't play. He's not on the court.
That's his number one thing is his locker room presence. All the Lakers
If
say
you're
that.
not on the court, you can't tell Russell.
Yeah, if you ain't on the court, bro, like
You can't talk to Russell if you're not on the
I
court.
gotta wait for like a timeout. You can't talk to me, G. You can't talk to me. Somebody on the court would be like, "Hey, shut up, relax. I got it. Move and go sit in the corner and all right, cool."
Yeah, all the bad.
Hold on. One question for everybody, and then we can wrap this part up. Are the Lakers a contender? Cam, yes or no?
Of course they're a contender. They got too much talent to be a non-contender. Will they maximize the use of their talent that they have? Probably not, because we haven't seen that. We haven't seen that thus far. But of course they're a contender. Yeah.
Okay, moving along. TP, yes or no?
No, they're not a contender. They don't have what it takes. They don't have what they need. LeBron is old. He's a step and a half slower. He won't be as good as they need him to be. Anthony Davis is no longer as dynamic as he used to be. He used to be a perennial game changer. Now I think he's just a perennial all-star, and I think that's a big difference between a championship run and you getting hurt in a championship run and LeBron finishing that, even though it is a Mickey Mouse ring. As I said, it's still a ring, however they want to phrase it. It still happened. I still saw Jimmy go out there and do it, but I also said he wasn't going to do that shit again, and he never did that shit again.
Been a year.
Whatever. Regardless, they're not contenders. Russ, I love Russ, but I can't see Russ being the starter on a championship winning team. So, no, they're not contenders.
Joe, yes or no?
Quick elimination.
Lakers have 3 top 20 players, so whenever you got something like that on one
you
roster,
do good, dope.
And 2 of them are top 10.
You on that fucking sugar?
You are in pen.
You sipping that wine?
Sharpie, ink contender. You are guaranteed to be there. Teams don't want to see you in the first round. Teams don't want to see 3 top 20 players on the court at one time. Teams don't want to see that. No, that's a headache. Teams don't want to see that.
You said he got 3 top 20 players
on one team. And what you mean? Who? Westbrook, LeBron, and AD.
Name the top 20
players.
No.
I don't think Westbrook top 20.
No, stop. You didn't want to go down this road. Now we're about to go down this road. Name the top 20 players in the NBA right now.
Top 20? All right. Paul George. Who's somebody? Paul George, LeBron.
Darius Garland better than Russell Westbrook.
Well, I'm not going that far.
You started with Paul George?
No,
you started with Paul George?
I'm going that far. Yeah.
No, come on. You got 2. Let's go. 2. Don't. I hope you don't start.
Internet can't stop free. Don't let internet stop freezing.
Giannis, Jokic, Luka.
Okay, that's 5.
Dame.
Okay. 6. No, not really.
This season, not really, but okay.
6.
Shit. What's some more teams? Levine, Booker, Chris Paul.
Okay, you at 8.
Shit. Name some teams.
Top 20, brother.
Fox.
Top 20. De'Aaron Fox top 20 in the NBA. What fucking
It could be.
Fox?
Oh, John. All right.
What
Take him with John
Fox?
Morant. John Morant.
Golden,
John
Golden
Fox?
State. Golden
RP.
State.
John
What?
Morant, Curry. John Morant,
Okay.
Curry.
That's
All right,
10.
where you at? You say
Oh,
De'Aaron Fox?
No, take him off. Put John Morant and Curry. That's 10.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Bam, Rudy, Jimmy.
Okay, 13.
He's getting tough. It's like, I can. What's some more teams?
You need us to name teams. G.
Tatum.
Okay, Tatum.
Okay. Jaylen
The
Brown.
Wizards?
Jaylen Brown has not been better than him this year. I'll give you that.
Nets.
He ain't been available. He ain't been available.
Oh, I didn't say Kevin Durant and Harden.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you at 16.
16. Okay.
16.
Who else is out
You
there?
got 4 more, and you got Russ in there, right?
Russ is what, 17, right?
I mean, I'm
asking you. You got Russ in there.
Oh, Russ, yeah, he's in there. Russ, so 17
Okay,
is
so
right.
you got 3 more.
DeRozan, he get the nod this year. I said
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell.
That's 18.
19.
Is
Wait,
Rudy
did we say
Gobert
AD
in your
and
top
LeBron
20?
yet? Wait, did we say AD and LeBron yet?
Those are the first two.
Okay.
Those are the first
Is
two.
Rudy Gobert in your top 20 there, Joel?
Yeah,
Who
he
said
better
him?
be.
I said him. Yeah,
You said him.
Oh, you did?
How you
Okay.
mentioned him? We said him.
You had Jokic, right?
Yeah, I said Jokic.
No Trae Young.
Trae Young is in there. Trae Young.
No Jared Allen this year.
Oh, and Embiid.
Okay, that's 18.
Oh, Jared Allen for sure. He's a hooper.
19.
Stop talking. They setting you up. Stop talking, bro. Stop talking.
Russ been better than Jonas Valanciunas this year.
Yes.
No, he hasn't.
Yep.
Yes.
No, he hasn't.
Kinda.
But Valanciunas probably only got him on percentages.
He got him on stats,
but
but
I mean, he got him
somebody
on
said
stats
Dylan
too.
Brooks better than Russell Westbrook.
Man, shut the fuck up. Whoever just said that.
I don't even agree with that. I don't. That's
Shut
terrible.
your ass up.
It's horrible, man.
No, not Dylan Brooks. So
Brandon Ingram better than Russ this year.
Darius Garland is better than Russell
no,
Westbrook.
Brandon Ingram, he ain't been doing shit but losing in New Orleans. He's not better.
I fuck with Darius Garland, but I'm not ready to say that yet.
This year.
Darius Garland.
Miles Bridges ain't been better than Russ this year.
He's playing better. than
LaMelo Ball ain't been better than Russ this year.
Oh,
Yep.
LaMelo Ball. All right.
He ain't
Julius
top 20.
Randle ain't been better than Russ this year.
No, he hasn't. No, Julius Randle. No.
I got
Julius Randle. No at Julius Randle. No, I'm not going off Julius
close
Randle.
like Randle.
You say Jimmy Butler?
Julius Randle.
Anthony,
I said Jimmy Butler.
I said him.
Like
Randle
say
is
James
close.
Harden.
Anthony Edwards is close.
Yeah,
I said James Harden.
He said James
Harden
Harden.
better Russ this year though. Harden really ain't been better.
Anthony Edwards
Yeah,
is
he
close.
hasn't.
Harden ain't really been better than Russ.
Harden
this
ain't.
year.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's -1, 18. I ain't really think about it. I mean, Harden ain't
I
better
think
than
you
him.
named like 24 by now. I think I done heard like 24
No, I said
names.
there's a couple dudes that close. Like Randle was close. Anthony Edwards is close, but Russ is still
Randle is
better.
not
than
close.
those
Anthony Edwards is not close either.
They both are actually. I disagree with that.
Like Miles
Bridges.
Bridges is
I
close.
agree with Joe. He arguing against himself, but I agree with him.
But that's what we had like 18.
Julius Randle has not been better than nowhere near it. All right, bro.
Westbrook, y'all be forgetting Westbrook won the Lakers about 5 games this year by himself off clutch plays and off of execution.
I ain't gonna lie. Reggie Jackson been better than Russ this year.
Now you
against
going
who,
too
Joe?
far. Now you
Joe,
going too far.
who did he win those 8
Now you
games
going too
against?
far.
Who did he win those 5 games against? Russell.
He won this game versus the Heat. He won us a couple.
They played the Heat this year?
They did. That at home, when they beat them. That game when Jimmy left early.
Kyle Lowry been better than Russ this year too. I agree with that.
When LeBron was out, and Lowry's close. But I still take Westbrook over Lowry. Easy.
All right. Anyways, final reactions before we get out of here.
I
Steph
say
Curry set the. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying the Lakers. I don't know if they're a contender, but one thing I will never do, like Tom Brady, I can't count LeBron out. I'll never count him out, no matter how old he is. He's a trickster.
Lost in the
and
first
he's
round last year.
It's very savvy. I can't count him out. That's a big I don't know, and that's how I believe it.
All right. So final topic before we get out of here. Steph Curry set the all-time NBA record for 3-pointers as we began the show. Illy and Cam, you all were not with us earlier. I just want to get your thoughts on the record. How highly do you value it? How much do you think this adds to Steph's legacy, and where do you currently have him placed in the pantheon of greats in terms of top 50, 25, 15, 20, whatever? I'll let you go first, Cam.
I mean,
He's arguably in the top 10 right now because of his production. He's a champion. He is a champion. He is a leader.
3-time champion.
He
2-time
is
MVP.
And he is a leader. He is kind of the engine that drives that team. And this season here, I wasn't sure. I wasn't on board with all the Golden State talk, which everybody was resurfacing this season, because I didn't expect this type of performance coming back from this Warrior team. But he's showing this season that I give him more credit for what he's doing this year than what he's done in the past, because the league tried to move beyond the Warriors, but then he's keeping these guys relevant. The 3-pointers, I mean, that it goes without saying, bro. He's just shooting a lot more 3-pointers than a Reggie Miller did, or even a Ray.
Not really. That's actually a lie.
What do you mean?
He's shot 2,000 less 3-pointers than Ray Allen in his career so far. He's just making
what is he shooting per game, though?
It don't matter. Ray Allen took like 7,000 threes to make 2,900. Steph ain't took over 5,000 threes yet. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's because he played much longer than Steph. The time frame is different. It's because of the time frame.
I think if you look at the threes per game, he's taking more threes per game than it's just historically grown.
The most Ray ever took in a season was 8.4 threes per game.
And Steph is over that number.
Ray Allen played for 17 years.
And
the most threes he ever made in a season was 269. And that was the year. Huh? And that was
what do you got Steph at? What do you got Steph at shooting per game? You said Ray is at 8. Was that at 8 per game?
Oh no,
he said
Ray's
a lot.
His best season was 8. Steph's highest season was 13.4, which is this year. But he make it 40%.
Yeah, exactly. So like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, Steph Curry is shooting more threes per game, and that number has just grown.
Yeah, but you got to talk about. But all I'm saying is he is shooting.
I told you, Harden gonna pass Ray Allen
more
with the next 2
threes. No,
years,
stop. He is shooting more threes. I agree, but he's taking less shots to make more shots. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Which
is all I'm saying. He's taking less shots to make more. That's all I'm saying.
He's been more efficient.
So I know his volume has been higher and the output has been higher, but he's taken technically less 3-pointers in his career than Ray Allen has up to this point.
No, but I mean, Steph is legendary. You can't argue with his output. And like I said, what he's doing this season with this Warriors team, I kind of didn't expect them to kind of be right there in the top 4 of the West. This resurgence is impressive, I'd say, bringing these guys along, and then no telling what they're going to look like when Thompson comes back. So all credit to Steph Curry for doing what he does. But I do have a question for you guys, and not to derail the show again.
Why you always say that, and then you derail the show? Go ahead, talk to me.
I just got a question that came up.
Talk to me. I ain't in a rush.
Somebody I was talking to. Steph Curry lined up on the wall with Kevin Durant lined up on the wall. Who you taking?
Give me Steph Curry any day.
What do you mean by that?
Just if you picking your squad and you see these guys lined up on the wall, are you taking Steph Curry? Or you taking Kevin Durant?
Who said that shit? What do you mean by that?
That's Drewski.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You mean like if I'm playing pickup?
If you playing pickup hoops,
Kevin Durant
playing who?
Give me Steph Curry.
If you want me to take somebody's career, give me Steph Curry's career over Kevin Durant's career.
Give me Steph Curry, period, over Kevin Durant. If we
Give me
playing
KD.
one-on-one, if we playing one-on-one, all I do is set screens and play defense. Gee, I'm setting screens. I'm saying Steph, G, I'm going to set every screen, bro. Run around these shits. I'm going to throw you the ball. Throw me the bitch. I'm going to throw it back to you.
You don't even got it.
In a one-on-one, we ain't saying one-on-one.
You don't got to set no damn screen.
You said one-on-one.
You don't got to set screen.
He didn't say one-on-one. The words one-on-one never came out of his mouth. He didn't. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
You said it one-on-one, TP.
He said who?
TP, you said it one-on-one.
No, I didn't. I said no, I didn't. I said I'm taking him.
You said if it's one-on-one.
In terms of me having to choose between them, not like in a one-on-one. I mean, like if it's between Katie and Steph, I'm taking Steph.
Man,
we talking about one-on-one basketball play? No, because he's 7 feet tall.
Exactly.
Pick up hoops, right?
And pick up hoops, yeah. If you start in your 5 and you got KD over here, you got Steph over there, who you
Steph
take?
Curry.
I'm taking KD. He's 7 foot. But I'm talking about setting screens. You don't have to set no screens for KD.
You got to
Run
guard
the ball
Steph.
and get out the
If
way.
we run a full court, you got to guard him all the way up the court.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards KD.
You kind of got to say same for KD. Can pull from 30. KD can pull from 35.
KD not just he not Steph Curry.
No.
Steph Curry walking up and pointing. Steph Curry walking up, pointing to the half court line and pick up and pulling it.
Steph Curry and KD.
If we had a
Steph Curry, KD ever won a unanimous MVP? He got 2 MVPs. He got 3 rings.
You quiet.
If
we had a pickup game, I'm probably gonna go with Kevin Durant. If I'm building a team, like an actual NBA team,
if you're a GM,
I might pick. If I'm actually GM, I might pick Steph Curry just because of the fact that the way he plays the game of basketball, other people, he doesn't compromise other people's positions. So I wouldn't like. So if I'm doing that, if I'm picking careers, I'm gonna take Steph Curry's career over. I think Steph Curry has had a better career so far than what KD has had.
You talking crazy? Like KD ain't saved Steph.
Look at this guy. Look at
It don't matter, bro. Still like 3 1 and 2. Steph has had a better career than what Kevin Durant has. Now, who I think is a better what?
KD saved Steph. Why he talking crazy?
What you say, KD? What?
He saved Steph.
He saved
what? He ain't saved nobody. He had a ring before he played with him. How you save somebody?
Talk about a fluky ring. When everybody was hurt.
You want to talk about a fluky ring?
No, you want to talk about.
Talk to me about the Disneyland ring.
You want to talk about a fluky ring? At least people were on the court. At least everybody was on the court.
All right, bro.
I don't know about save. That's a little bit strong. He saved his career. That's a bit strong.
He didn't save his career, but he saved him.
Boy, that's strong. That good though, boy.
The same for what?
You saved him for Bron. He saved him for Bron.
So that was a Cavaliers hat a few years ago. Is that what you saying? Is that what
No. I'm a diehard. Always gonna make a compare. I'm from LA. Always gonna make a compare.
Okay. Yeah, it was just a question that I was interested to get your feedback on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all.
Fair.
Yeah. Just TP just laughing at KD like he ain't
because he's not Stephen Water or Curry.
He saved that man.
Steph Curry saved him. I recall him joining the other man's team. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get ready to get up out of here, man. Everybody, Illy, get your final plug in. Talk to the people. Let them know where they can find you at. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's
the
up?
Little one over there.
Look.
Hey, how are you?
Say words. Oh, what's up?
How are you?
I thought it was in water.
Yeah, you spilled the water. Good. Yep, she just spilled water. But anyway, follow me at the boy Illinois. Steph is in my pantheon. I definitely would say top 10. He's one of those players who not only is a champion and great player, he changed the way the game was played. And it's not a lot of players you can say and pin that on and say they changed the way the game was played. It's amazing to watch. And on top of that, in a world that was dominated by dunks and everything like that, he's made watching people shoot 3-pointers exciting, which I don't think anybody would predict. And it's become a thing from the NBA on down to grade school. Everybody wants to shoot the ball and turn around like they already made it. He's a phenomenal player, and he's box office. So,
all right, we appreciate you. We'll get up with you next time. Thank you for sliding through, man.
Love,
my guy.
Hey, what's up all day? What you say social media was? I mean, I'll get you from y'all.
Yeah. You can follow me at LED Williams on Twitter. But anyways, Joe, go ahead and get your plug. Actually, Cam, go ahead and get your plug in. Talk to people, let them know where they can find you at.
Hey, thanks for having me, fellow. Voice of the Fans. Find me at Voice of the Fans. That's what's good in sport. That's what's good, the letter N, sport singular on Twitter. Voice of Fans on Instagram. And then hit me up on my YouTube page. Voice of Fans on YouTube. We do Voice of the Fans podcast every Wednesday night with support from the guys here at HNB Media. So Voice of Fans every Wednesday night on YouTube. Make sure you check us out. And then once again, you can find me on Twitter at What's Good in Sport. What's Good, the letter N, sport singular on Twitter, and Voice of Fans on Instagram. Thanks for having me, fellas.
All right, we appreciate it. We'll get up with you next time from the library. All right. Shout out to the homie Cam as always for coming through, representing us and doing his thing. Make sure you go check out
one of y'all talk for me.
Show. No, we're about to get out of here. Get your plug in.
As always, at Pavy World, PAVY World, all one word. Stream my music. Go type in Pavy on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you like to go get music at. Go check that out. And until next time, we will see you guys.
Yes, sir. And Joe, go ahead. You get your.
Oh,
All right.
follow me on Twitter at the Jolt, JOLTSS. On Instagram, East Ghost with a 0, ESTGA H0ST, whatever I said it right. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in for an episode today.
Yes, sir. And as always, it's your boy TPJ. Find me on Instagram at RealTPJ. That's REELTPJ. You can find me on Twitter at OLDTPJ. That's old TPJ. And until next time, man, it's been Hoops and Brews. Make sure you stay fresh like you got a contract. Don't drink and drive. If you're under the age of 21 in Canada, under the age of 21 in America, under the age of 18 in Canada, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. As always, drinking in moderation. Don't drink and drive. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to all of the fans out there. Make sure you drop a like on this video. If you're still watching, drop as many likes as you can. Shout out to all of the fans. By the way, I just want to give a special shout out to the fan that donated today, Hollow Froby. We appreciate you. Thank you for your donation. And until then, we'll get up with y'all next time, man. It's been Hoops and Brews. Peace out.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going.